Well, hello there. Now I can hear. Now I can do things. Yes. The mic is not very close to my face right now. Mars, how dare she, is grabbing tea. So she'll be here soon. But how is everybody? It feels like it's been so long since we streamed, because it kind of has. A very long time. Do I make the joke? Hello, Mason. I will make the joke. It's been so long since we streamed, Mars. It feels like it's been since last year. Oh no, she's getting situated.
I feel like I heard a noise. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, why are you so quiet? Hang on.
I'm a little far away, but I'm not that quiet. Normally.
Okay, no, it wasn't you. My volume was just lowered.
Oh, isn't that great, Lakitu? Well, we appreciate you having the live Lakitu rather than the message version.
We
Discord
got
version.
live Lakitu tonight?
I got live Lakitu tonight.
This is a special day.
I also got to watch
Mason.
Paula
Welcome,
Piroff
welcome.
stream a little bit. That was fun.
Oh.
She's still going right now, but yes. Hers was the
Very
art
cool.
that came out today of Phoenix and Edgeworth that made me like, ah! And I was like, wow, my heart swelled a lot more.
Damn good.
My heart swelled a lot more than I expected it to at Phoenix. And I was like, well, damn. Because I've just fucking...
I assume that's when you posted about the step
no,
1, step 2, step 3 about loving a character. Okay, I had a feeling, but I had to
woke up this
check.
morning, I looked on Blue Sky, just to see,
Of
have a fun
all
time.
Things.
Yeah, and she came up in like the discovery. I'm like, fuck yeah, I will follow that. Thank you, please. And it was
Hell yeah.
that, and I was like, oh, and I was like, Wait a second. I'm having a much more of a time than I expected to.
Oh, that's too funny.
Is it a mess already, Federico? Well, I'm sorry.
Is it?
I'm doing pretty good.
Oh my goodness. I hope not. I mean, it's only 2 days in.
I'm excited.
It's only 2 days in. I went back to work today, you guys. I went back to work today.
I also went back to work today.
I'm
not going to work tomorrow, though.
I am going to work for 2 sessions tomorrow. Possibly. It could only be 1 session.
I did a half day today, and I accepted that I just got a half week this week, because technically my time is better spent getting overtime, mathematically. And so I'm just going to do that.
Sometimes the math just maths.
No, it really does. And I actually get to go food shopping tomorrow, which is particularly great because I am somebody and I can't.
You're completely out of everything?
No. I mean, like, we need to go food shopping, but we've been doing a lot of, like, Instacart delivery recently because of Dylan's working on the weekend schedule. That's when we go food shopping, and I really am a person that can't bring myself to go food shopping by myself. I really can't do it.
That is
I fucking can't do it. The second it's, like, with someone, it's like, oh, this is great, we're fine, but I can't. Excuse me, I can't do it by myself.
Ori is so distraught, you guys.
And so we've just been doing Instacart, which is not as good as going yourself, guys. It really ain't. It really ain't. Nobody shops like you shop. I gotta
my big
say.
thing is that they don't know how to pick the stuff you would pick. Why is this not showing up under lines?
And it's never always fully updated, and it's never, like, there's never...
I think my favorite had to be when I did an Instacart and they were out of the lactate cheese I wanted. So
they got your regular cheese?
Who I'm sure did their absolute best, I don't fault them for this, substitute it with regular cheese. And I'm just like, dude, don't you think there's a reason why I got the lactate cheese?
No.
Perchance.
Mine...
Any possible reason at all coming to mind?
No, Lakitu, not if you get good at the list, and we have good list abilities. But my biggest Instacart thing was of, they told me that the store was out of apples.
What the fuck?
It was not out, like, I got it. That store has, like, 8 to 12 different varieties of apples at any given time. And you're telling me you're out of apples?
Never runs out of.
Not in upstate New York, the land of the apple.
No.
Like,
the land of the
what the fuck?
apple? No.
Eat the list, problem solved. Hello, Allie.
Hi, Allie.
Making me hungry now. All this talk of list eating. But speaking of New Year's, everyone, I know sometimes people don't like to talk about it, but Happy New Year. And does anybody make goals or resolutions? Because I have some goals and resolutions. They're more goals than resolutions. My big goal, and it's gonna happen, is we're rigging my VTuber model. That starts next week. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I have the program. Yes. I have bought the program. We're doing it. The rigging will commence.
Forward to it, guys.
A week from today.
Is happening. It is
happening.
Exciting. And
then there's like other goals where it's like if that finishes faster than I expect, I have some other possible goals to do. But otherwise, what's the word I want? Otherwise, we're just focusing on that. We're keeping it realistic. I would also
prioritizing
to try and do a fan art every month again. I really enjoyed that in 2023. My goal would be to do it for some other like Canvas comic creators, though. That would be my goal.
Ooh,
very fun.
Any particular ones in mind?
Off the very top of my head.
Of Reeds.
Yes, Reeds 100%. Reeds is definitely up there. I recently got into one called Flower Night, which is really adorable and cute. There's one called Fire for Hire that I've loved for a while. That's a canvas. So a couple of my favorite canvases ones got turned into originals, so it's a little harder there. Those are the big ones I'm thinking about.
Okay.
Cast Off.
Those sound
Aurora, Comic Aurora.
Cast Off.
Comic Aurora, both. Yeah, well, I believe that the first thing, it's on this calendar. You guys can see the calendar. Now, the only thing that would mess up that calendar for rigging is really if it takes me longer than the one stream to do it, for whatever reason. If it takes me longer. But yeah, first one, or if it takes me shorter and we just move down the way. But the first one is the head tilt Z. So tilting left and right.
Ooh.
Well, it's 2.5D latitude.
This works.
2.5D. And I'm gonna say, guys, you're never gonna see the VTuber used on stream. The VTuber is not a stream asset.
It's a surprise tool that can help her later.
The VTuber, I'll say what it is. The VTuber is because Ori is delusional and Ori can't stop, and Ori's gonna make another channel with the VTuber specifically. Stream stuff will involve that in a way, but I'll never be using the VTuber on stream. The two big reasons for that is I don't want to test if my computer can take it, if it couldn't take Baldur's Gate and stream that well. And two,
really
not banned from stream.
Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, it really, like it's doing a lot, you know, right, to stream and do something like that. So I don't know if it's at the level or not. I don't want to test it. But the bigger reason, the much, much bigger reason, is I don't want to be, quote unquote, like elevated from Mars and Dylan, right? It's not like my stream, even though I joke it is my stream because obviously, like, we only stream if I'm streaming. You know, I'm the man in the chair about it. But
Corey's got the controls.
Yeah. But I don't wish it to be like, it's my stream and Mars and Dylan are always guests, right? The phones are the guests. Ooh, yay, Oscar! Nice. Merry late Christmas to yourself. But that's like the biggest thing.
Some kind of theater? I do love Broadway, Federico.
I'm actually going to see...
Enough, I was showing my mom the musical I went to this weekend. It was very good. I'm
going to see a play this coming weekend. tomorrow, Saturday, 2 days from now. So very exciting. Yes, we love theater.
Oscar, remind me, which Murder Drones figure is it? Is it N or is it Uzi? Or is it one of the other characters? I'm pretty sure it's N.
No.
I need the reminder.
It specifically hasn't been Ori this whole time. But if Ori can't stream, then nobody streams. That's just sort of how it goes. Less because for Dylan, there's not really a super desire to do it on his own. He enjoys Ace Attorney and he enjoys doing, the games, but that's really, where his desires to stream lies. And he loves doing that. He does miss that and he does miss you guys. But that's sort of where his vibe is. Mars said that she would sometimes, but it's just a little lot to get all over and do that sort of thing.
It would take some setup on my part if I wanted to run a stream from my end. But that's the thing. If I were going solo, aside from just working on the comic and chit-chatting with you guys, I'm not really sure what else I do. I mean, maybe I could play a video game. I do have some stream games, but it's not like I can write the comic in front of you guys. That's spoiler. So
and just kind of difficult.
Difficult because, oh God, if you've tried talking and writing before, talking while thinking about plot elements, talking while thinking about how to portray a character, not the easiest thing in the world. There would probably be periods where I just fall deathly silent.
Yeah.
I think it would lead to a very boring stream, unless it was something like what we did with Dichotomy, where Ori created the visual of the character and then I did a backstory, fleshed it out a little bit, something like that could work.
Yeah, but that still allowed you because there was more people there. They gave you time to not have to talk. When it's on your own, it's harder. It really is.
I don't doubt.
I think my favorite musical right now is still Beetlejuice.
In whiteboard form, you guys.
Oh yeah, 100% Lakitu. And I will say it's a lot easier when we have active chatters like you guys. You guys make it very easy for me to stream alone. When I first...
Seriously, thank you so much, guys.
So many years ago, I don't know how many years at this point, but a number of years ago, I attempted to stream by myself. And with no Mars and no people, cold turkey, right? I guess is the word. I tried to stream cold, and you just don't really get anybody. It's very hard to keep up the talking, so it's just kind of not really, not for me. I couldn't do it.
Always works better when you have someone to bounce off of. Ooh,
when
good
Mars and I
started, I love Hadestown. That one was really fun.
When Mars and I started, we also had
a
little bit of a following. Because Mason's talked about that one before. But because we had a bit of a following because I had a presence over in Cinder's streams.
Doesn't mean I still don't check it out.
People, no, I know. People came over already, so it made our second debut, the one with Mars, a lot easier. Yeah, a black screen, no commentary. It's just Mars's avatar really big in the middle.
I mean, if that sounds entertaining to you guys, I guess. I mean, good news, Ori, if you decide to fall sick one night.
Well, see, I think
honest, that is rare for Ori.
Ori will power through a lot more than Mars will, and Ori doesn't lose her voice when she gets sick like Mars does. That's the bigger thing.
Ori doesn't lose her voice, and Ori doesn't have to deal with children the next day.
Yes. Ori gets to sit alone and probably nap in her own car the next day.
As temperamental.
So it's not as good.
It's not a fair comparison.
No. But the only times that I really like where he can't stream because of me is when I go on vacation for a week. Usually that's with Dylan as well nowadays. And I think Mars also appreciates having the little bit of time back. It's like, we love playing Pathfinder. It's great. But I can't lie that when there's a week or two when you don't have it, it's like, ooh, found time, you know?
Like, ooh, free time. I could play a game. I could work on the comic. I could write a fan fiction.
Yeah, it is found time.
I could make a pterodactyl.
Yeah.
Come on, you all knew that was coming.
I didn't, but I'm not upset.
I am disappointed, Ori. You've known me for how many years now? I always take the opportunity to make that joke.
That is true, but I don't know if I would have considered that the opportunity.
Oh, man.
Oh, why are you upset, Allie?
I blazed through this Hodson. It's been 16 minutes and he's already done. God damn, I'm proud of myself. I know, right?
Guys. Everybody in chat, if you have not watched the new animation I just made, go watch it right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Go watch it now.
Please.
Can we play it on stream, actually? Can we play it on stream?
Yeah, we can. I'll accept it. It's fine.
Let's do it.
Okay.
And then you guys have to promise to go watch it and like it.
Yeah, give me them
because
views.
Ori deserves all the
views. Give me them views.
This is not
give
an
me
excuse.
That engagement.
For Mars is giving you the opportunity. We're being nice. Ori wasn't going to give you that opportunity.
Also, like this stream. All right. We're gonna watch it on TikTok solely for the reason that it can be long ways. Actually, I don't even need to do that.
That is nice.
I don't even need to do that. I can do it from the one I sent you.
Even better.
Okay. We're going to do this.
Yes, Don to Don fans.
Yes.
Now's your time.
Okay, and then we're going to do... All right. Yeah, go boost. It's on Folding Planets. You gotta go boost us. Go like it all. All right. Oh, just what Mars said. All right, here it is. There it is. Goes hard on mute.
I have watched it too many times.
Yeah, I'm very happy with it.
Oh,
I'm very, very happy with it.
You imitated the style perfectly with the shading, the colors.
I will say it was a struggle to do like the words. That was like a lot of learning.
I was wondering, how did you do those? Because I saw you copying them last night, but I didn't know like how you got them in there.
So you can watch it on the Folding Planets YouTube channel, which you can find here.
Yes, and please do.
And you can also watch it on my Instagram, which I don't know if I have a thing set up for it. I don't think I do. No, just watch it on the YouTube.
To look into.
It's just more work I have to do. I had it once, but it was for the Curio, so I don't think I have it set up for anything else. They don't promote that. Watch it on YouTube. Fair enough. I would prefer to watch it on YouTube. That's the best place. Yes, the Folding Planets YouTube channel. That's the YouTube channel that does all the Outcast stuff. So there's other animations there. That's where the dub is. So honestly, if you like Outcast,
where all the games happen.
Follow that.
Folding Planets is where all the Outcast stuff happens. Yeah. Your net is dying.
Oh no!
Oh no, Oscar.
That's not good.
I hope it recovers. Cast a healing spell on it.
Regeneration.
Guys, Mars played D&D on the train the other day.
Yeah, Mars is dedicated.
Hardcore gaming.
Well, she would have been sorely she gained a lot of street cred by doing it with our table, but she would have lost a lot of cred if she didn't do it. So she was kind of in a catch-22. She was kind of in a catch.
No, I was fully aware that after I fucked up and double booked myself that one time, I was like,
Yeah.
no choice. I
Yeah.
gotta do it on the train.
So
No
for you
choice.
guys who
No
don't know,
going
I
back.
wanna tell. So Dylan works
Please
nights on
do.
weekends every alternating 3 weeks, right? So he's 3 weeks on nights, 3 weeks off nights, 3 weeks on nights, 3 weeks off nights, right? And so no, seriously, but Mars lost like 10,000 aura points for this first bit because it was rough. So
I
Dylan
fucked
really
up so
wants to
bad, you
play.
guys.
We all want to play Pathfinder anyway, even though our normal time is Saturday nights, okay? But Dylan's working Saturday nights every 3 weeks, alternating weeks, right? So he's like, all right, I have work. Let's try for Sunday at 10 a.m. So Sunday morning, we would play before he has to go to work, right? So Mars, in the Discord that we schedule, that we play in it, says, sounds good, marked it in my calendar. And then, can I actually find it? It's easier if I find it.
You're not gonna show it, are you?
No, I'm just gonna find it. No, here it just says.
Okay.
So it goes. So that Dylan says these next 2 weekends are kaput, and we'll have the session on these days at 10 a.m. Sounds good? And I say good. Our other table mate says good, and Mars says marked on my calendar. Replies to that message, marked on my calendar.
Marked on my calendar.
It is now Friday night after stream, or Thursday night. No, it's Thursday night after stream.
It was definitely Thursday.
Thursday night after stream. The Thursday before this weekend where this new scheduling thing is supposed to happen. And I don't even remember why I brought it up. But I, like, something in my gut, the universe said, Ori, bring it up. And I brought up and I was like, hey, Mars, you ready for Pathfinder Saturday morning or something like that? And she goes, Sunday morning. Yeah, Sunday morning. And she goes, morning? And I'm like, yeah, 10 a.m. on Sunday. Dylan works nights now. And she's like, I thought it was Sunday night. And I was like, oh no, Mars, no. Mars had made plans Sunday morning.
Was just like 8 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Forgetting about the freaking the change in schedule on Sunday, completely forgetting the reasoning. All this, I had to go into Discord and I had to check, and I was like, maybe she didn't say anything and we just kind of assumed, maybe. Nope, she says marked on my calendar, and I'm like, oh, Mars, you need to tell Dylan like now. So we actually, and this is the first time we've ever done this with our table. Yeah, we played a session without oh yes, Mason, I can. We played a session without Mars, without a player. We never do that.
We have done that before. We've done it with Ivan.
No, usually we just skip Ivan. We've played games without players, but never the session where everybody should be. That was the first time.
Oh.
Yeah. That was the first time. Because we've played campaigns that don't involve players because they're like busy or something. Like we had like the side campaign for the other game. We had Return to Sender for when Ivan couldn't make it, but that's a different campaign.
I thought we had that one session back when we were still doing 5E where someone couldn't make it and they got put in the pickle jar. I remember so many jokes about that.
I don't know. Well, if so, that's only twice, and it's very, very rare.
Well, now we have 2 nickels.
It's very, very rare. We do have 2 nickels now. And see, Lakitu, it's usually not a problem. We're usually all set for Saturday nights. It's just Dylan's schedule making it kind of rough. And if I'm being honest, as a group, we're pretty good. We're pretty good about it.
Also, the plans I made were for a friend who usually lives in DC and was only going to be in town that weekend.
Yeah.
So it was like rocking a hard place. Yeah. What am I supposed to do?
But that's
why I had to do this session.
Yeah. After that, I was like, really, really, in the eyes of Dylan, was very upset. He freaking screenshotted, because it's one message right after the other. It says Mars going marked in my calendar, and then the next message is Mars saying, so this is really embarrassing.
But I messed up.
He fucking screenshotted it. And
I think he sent it to me.
oh, did he?
Maybe.
But
I don't know. I feel like someone sent me something and I was like, yes, I know.
so Mars was having a
Thanks.
similar but less in her control sort of scheduling error happening this weekend for a thing. So it wasn't that she
This
forgot.
past
It was that
weekend.
somebody circumvented her basically and was like, "We gotta go anyway." So she's like, "All right, gonna do it on the train." And honestly, the only downside was that for whatever reason, that train car she was in was fucking
This was
loud
the
as shit.
loudest
Everyone
fucking
was talking.
train I've
It's not
ever
normal.
been
It's
on.
wild.
That is not normal. And
Crazy.
it was a Sunday. Who the hell is talking
Sunday
on a
morning
Sunday?
at 10,
Sunday
at 11.
morning.
It was so wild.
I was like, huh?
All right. Do I have any
Should be
little
dead quiet.
sketches I could easily use? It's easier than trying to sketch something out.
You could try it on either the Outcast Boys. Oh, or for like less lines, you could do it on the doodles you've done.
I'm looking. Yeah, hold on. Is it here? Those are the how-tos. Okay, let's do this one. This should be fine. So, leave lines.
At least I've earned back some street cred with that one.
She did
Although
earn back
it was
some street cred.
really fucking funny. In the middle of one of the battles we're doing, we stop at a train station and this business guy, he's got like the pop collar and everything, the briefcase, like very classic businessman, just plops down next to me right as I'm saying, like, okay, I want to bite him. Because my character, and she can bite people with her flame or ice jaws. Just as this businessman sits down to me, I just go, so I want to bite him. Just like, thank God he was wearing AirPods.
Yeah, really. You can't hear it. AirPods in. So
I don't know. Dude must have thought I was doing a different kind of role play because,
So Allie asks, off topic, what indie shows have we watched or enjoyed?
Indie shows.
Really love one I will hype all the time. I really, really love No Evil. Okay, it's by I'm really forgetting their name right now. Starts with a B. Why am I blanking so hard?
Betsy
Lee. No Evil by Betsy Lee. The first few episodes are like them feeling it out, but overall, it's really, really good. It's still ongoing. It's all about like American folklore. And when I say American, I mean like of the Americas. So all the way, both North and South America, Central America, you know, like Incan Aztec stuff, but also like Ichabod Crane and all this sort of stuff. Yeah, it's not, I think there's about just over 3 hours of content out right now. They're still going with it. It's really fun. It's literally they have a bit of a team now, but it started out with just her animating. She voices 2 of the characters, and then it's just like her brother does the voice. There's singing, and it's very good. And
it's so good.
It's really good. And but it's just like they're friends and stuff, and I highly, highly recommend after watching the outtakes. They're fucking hilarious, and that's like what I aspire to do with the dubs. Like shit like that. Really, really funny stuff.
I mean, we got those moments. I know we do.
Oh, we do, especially with Dylan. Dylan forcibly doing that. Another one. There's one other one I kept always coming back to.
One I liked. Because I want to try to recommend one that people haven't heard of. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone's heard of The Art of Murder.
Yeah, The Art of Murder by now. I'm absolutely gonna blank.
Butter Lover is pretty fun. That's
Butter
not
Lover
really
is one little
though.
animation. Yeah, it's one indie
That
animation. So is Dirty Paws. Similar. Also.
This is one my friend showed me a little while back. It's called Punch Punch Forever. Very goofy. I think it's a spoof, but basically it's I'm trying to think how to describe it. It's got a very wild art style, a very wild way of telling its story. It's very chaotic. I guess I describe it like Psyche K with the art style of what's that anime Oso, and it's got like the four brothers.
Oh, yeah,
What's
I
it
know what
called?
you're talking about.
Osomatsu. It's
It's
got the
also
style of
it's also
Osomatsu.
giving like OKKO. I'm looking at it. It's giving like
It gives
OKKO.
OKKO mixed with Osomatsu. So
Um,
yeah, I'll pop that into chat. It's called Punch Punch
it
Forever.
looks like it
They're
has
only
2
at 2
episodes.
episodes. My
Yeah.
message failed to send.
Ooh.
Why? Why did my message fail to send? I got Wi-Fi. Huh.
I don't know.
Weird. I'm gonna test. Oh, sure, that's sent. Oh, is it because of the word punch?
What?
If I do
Are you doing it on
punch
YouTube?
forever. No.
On Twitch?
Okay, let's punch forever go. But for some reason,
I think it
punch
was
punch
just a
forever,
weird
it says
thing.
right after your message. Let me
Yeah,
try
I
it
think it was
again.
just a weird thing because I'm not seeing like a flag. Yeah, it
Oh,
was
there
just
it
a
goes.
weird internet
That
blip.
was weird.
It was just a weird internet blip.
Blame the cold.
I also like Welcome to Hell, and now they're doing
Welcome to Hell is
2.
fun, and now they're
Yeah,
actually like
there's
fleshing
3
it out.
episodes of Welcome to Hell 2, which is like a continuation, and it's really fun. I've only seen 1 of Welcome to Hell 2. I don't know if they came out with the second one yet or not, but really fun concept, really interesting concept.
Camp counts.
I wouldn't call any Rooster
That one
Teeth
seems a
indie
little
animation.
too big.
I wouldn't call any Rooster Teeth indie animation at this point. They're like their own studio now.
Yeah.
Oh, there was one more that I'm thinking about that I'm absolutely blanking on. Natural Born Suckers. There are 3 episodes, and it's basically a vampire in college. She has like her like servant is this guy, and he's like a werewolf, and it's just real goofy shit. Like it's not anything serious in any way, but it's just goofy shit, like, you know, queer.
It's
very
shenanigans.
Funny. Just shenanigans. Just shenaniganery. Very funny. Those are the big ones that I like have in my head that I like constantly go back to. But those are all like small indie animation things where it's like 1 person, so you maybe get 1 every like year or a couple of years, you know. There's like no release. I will say the most consistent one of those is Betsy Lee's No Evil.
I would say No Evil.
They come out pretty consistently. It is like 6 months in between each or something.
They don't really have a schedule, but they have been releasing faster recently.
Yeah, they don't have a schedule, but they do have consistency, where it is something where it's like, I know that it's not on hiatus, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And one that I haven't been watching.
She's ever announced a hiatus.
I'm not sure, but it's going for 10 years, so you know that's something to say. But last one, there's an animation. It's called Metal Family. I've only seen season 1. They've recently come out of hiatus. There was a new update recently that I haven't watched yet.
Ooh.
But it's at the beginning it is a little like just shenanigans of the family, and then there's like a really long 2-parter episode that is deep as fuck, and you're like, oh shit, this person has story in them. You know, the person making it is like, wow, okay, you know, they could write a story, they could do like a story to it. So it's been enjoyable. They really
start showing off their stuff.
They really show off. So I haven't been up to date with it yet, but they release fairly consistently as well. If I remember correctly, they were on hiatus for a while because they are, I can't remember if they're Ukrainian or they're Russian. They were one of the two. But so when the war was like starting up, they like weren't doing it, obviously. But they're back now, so that's cool. All right, I am going to show this rendering technique that I was talking to Mason about. And so this is it's kind of what I did. It's kind of what I did when I was doing that Ferrix. But it's more just specifically, so I want to do it with the shading, right? So we're going to take, this is the base color. And Mason, I don't like to fuck with the base color personally, so I always clip another layer. Yeah, you can't really see. But I clip the layer above to the layer, so I'm not actually drawing on the same base layer. I don't want to. That's just a me thing. But I take like this is like a mixing brush. Okay, it's not like that. With the pressure, you can change the opacity, right? So I'm pushing really hard and I'm pushing lighter. And so you can get this sort of like blend effect to it. That's the kind of brush that I'm working with. But basically you're going to come in and you're going to take your darker color and you're going to put on the shadows. And, you know, at the edge of the shadow is where you're going to have the most darkness. And then you're going to try to like lighten it out to here. Okay, now that's not super smooth, but it's smoother. Okay, so now it's a little hard to see because Milano's hair is dark, but you can see it. So, you know, it's not super smooth transition in between. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick a color. So we have, this is his base color section, right? This is the base color area. And then we have, this is the darkest shadow area. And then this is where I sort of tried to like blend it together with the nature of the brush. That's the area I'm gonna pick another color from. Okay, so you can see it on the color picker, right? This is his normal hair color. This is the darkest color, and we're gonna kind of come in the middle there. So somewhere in the blending area. Okay, so that's a new color. We're gonna go back to our painty brush, and now I'm going to sort of feather between the two. And that'll get you this sort of smoother look to it. Okay, so now you can see if I was to just do it on this piece of hair with just the one dark color and feather it out, it's not as smooth a transition. I'm gonna do it on his skin. His hair's just kind of dark, but let's do it on his skin. Okay, the skin, we always recommend going to a slightly redder color and darker. But if I do it on the skin, let's say his chin here, right? So we have the sort of shadow, and if this is the deepest shadow parts, you're gonna blend it a little out. I want a bigger brush for that. So softly get it sort of blend. So now I have this transition of color, right? We have his skin, we have the darkest part of the shadow, and then we have this middle part. So I'm going to take something from this middle part. I'm going to come back to my brush, and from the middle, I'm going to blend it out. And if you need to do it like over and over again, so you can come back. So now I take this middle color. Oops, I keep clicking the wrong brush. You can come back the other way. It's mixing with his hair right now because I'm not being particularly clean about it. And then you can come back with the regular color, with his original color, and lighten it up in there. But that's how you get that sort of smoother thing. There you go. I hope that helped. That's not what I did here, but it's kind of what I did here with this brush. Different brush though. But yeah. All right. I hope that makes a little sense. Yes.
Mentioned Tangled Tower.
Ah.
I'm just catching up on that. Pretty good. Characters were written really well. And successful investment. Awesome, awesome. Too exposition-y at the end. And loose ends. Yeah, the loose ends bothered me a lot too. We had the exact same feeling.
We feel the same way about that. In it, I think my other gripe is just, well, it's not as much evidence as say we had issues with in like Paradise Killer. I will say, especially because the art style is so not sticking out what you should be looking at, right, when you're exploring, that they should have the same sort of mechanic that Ace Attorney has, where they acknowledge that you've looked at everything.
The check mark system.
Either the check mark over your cursor when it's over the thing, or the, like, in investigations when you click on everything in, like, the area, like the zoomed in area, it's like, that's all I need to know. I've explored this already. Like, just some indication so that when you're lost, you know, when it's like, oh, you're not sure where to go next, you know that it's not because you missed a piece of evidence. Because I think that was another issue we had, is that we had like a moment of stagnation. It was like not sure exactly what to do, where to go. And
we definitely got lost for a good while, and I remember that led to like talking to everybody all over again.
Yeah.
And kind of cleaning up the dialogue options that we thought didn't mean anything.
It wasn't
just
the
in case
dialogue
they
options.
did mean
It was
something.
it was showing them like all the evidence and all the people and like going
Oh, and that
systematically
led to
down.
dialogue options.
That led to
Yeah.
getting more dialogue because we needed to find everyone's suspicion, which was a fun mechanic. I'm okay with that. But it was definitely just like a little, and I will say, they had that little like zoom in feature on the evidence, which was cool, but I just didn't find it like that useful.
I think we used it too often.
Yeah, that sort of thing, like, too, exactly, that sort of thing. And it's like, I just need some sort of indication. And so far, Ace Attorney is the only point-and-click adventure game I've seen do that, off the top of my head, that has the sort of, like, you've looked here, and you've gotten all the things you need. It's just so much streamlined, because if you're making a background that is just a background and you're not looking for specific tells, right, visually,
Yeah.
it's just so much cleaner. It's just quality of life. It's really what it's just quality of life in order to, you know, have that sort of, I know I did this, right? And just to find the thing you didn't do.
Just to have that peace of mind.
Yeah. I mean, that was kind of the struggle with the luminol in Ace Attorney. It was like, technically, that handprint could have been in any room, you know?
Pixel should have counted.
It should,
You
yeah.
were right on top of it.
I was so close.
Like,
but-
no, you didn't click it.
Exactly. But overall, all in all, I think Tangle Tower has been one of my favorite
Non-Ace Attorney.
non-Ace Attorney investigation games. If I'm being honest, I've liked both of the ones we've played, because we've only played two other investigation games. This and now, of course, Star Apprentice. And I did enjoy Star Apprentice. I think our only thing about it was just that, like, we didn't get to use the evidence very much. We found evidence, and that was just kind of it. I do think that hopefully that'll change in the next one, because they're actually making like a whole game now. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see how that plays.
So
that's probably my only thing about the evidence.
I'm looking forward to replaying.
Oh yeah, well, and there's so much more content with it too. There's like going to be 5 cases or something, with this one being the middle one. So it's like there'll be a lot more for us to do, which will be fun. I hope to play that one with Dylan, because we will be having so many more characters.
Yes. Oh, we're gonna need his help.
I enjoyed Star Apprentice. I thought the characters were fun. They felt real. You know, they had personalities.
It was more so when
it was very fun.
Glitched towards the end.
When it glitched, I accepted
we were
it.
Struggling.
I accepted the glitch. It meant I didn't have to try anymore. My sole thing. All in all, I definitely like Star Apprentice. I'm not good at games, so I'm going to be stressed when the game makes me actually do gamer shit and not, like, brain shit. Brain shit, or you can do fucking all day, every day, okay? Game shit? No. So when I saw when I was loading up the game and I, like, had learned... I was, like, loading up the game and I, like, discovered... that it was like a bullet hell. I'm like, oh fuck. This
Corey's
is,
like,
I'm
oh,
like
no,
stressing.
what
I'm like
did I
stressing.
sign up for?
Then I load up the game and I'm like changing all the settings for stream and everything, and I notice infinite lives. I'm like, okay, at least if I'm so bad at this game, we could still play the game. And that's the only thing I really like desire in a game. I feel like not all games that are very specifically story motivated, which I would say that you know, Star Apprentice is, you know, and like mystery games are. If you're gonna have these fun extra mechanics, that's fine. But I still want to be able to solve the mystery of a fucking shitty game, okay? Well, Allie, you know, everyone will get to relive them because that'll definitely be a video eventually. Those will be videos eventually.
Oh, yes.
Basically, yes, Allie, we have, and it is on the list. Once we beat all the Ace Attorney games, we will be playing that. That is locked in, 100%. The other things that are locked in is basically any Studio Investigrave game are hella locked in. Another game that is on the list eventually is called Ducktective and the Secret of the Stolen Salami or something like that.
I'm waiting
epic,
for that one.
We're going to play that eventually. That's on the list 100%. And also on the list 100% is that I definitely want to play the people who made Detective Grimoire, the Tangle Tower, and Detective Grimoire Secret of the Swamp before that, which is what we're going to be playing at the end of the month, Mars and I. They're coming out with the next one, which is called, like, The Mermaid's Mask or something like that. And it's on a boat, which looks epic as fuck. And so we're playing
ready.
that. Yeah, the fact that I have learned that Lakitu has definitely put Danganronpa very low on the possibility pile. I will say, this is totally subject to change, but we're really looking at playing Nancy Drew after Ace Attorney as like our next big franchise for length, unless that goes really south for some reason and we just don't enjoy it. That's probably the next one. I feel like it fits the vibe the most of how we like to play games. I think there's a lot of characters that'll be fun to play off of. I think the sole thing that could soil that is if we're unable to turn off the voice over
dialogue.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know that's a thing. But I think it comes with that option. We looked into it.
Most things, I didn't. Most things do come with that option, though. At very least, I can usually turn off, like, the sound effects and then, you know, just keep the music or something. Like, we could probably make it work no matter what. It would just be a little more shenanigans.
Well, what are we if not shenanigans?
Yeah, we're all shenanigans. But yeah. I can't remember if it was you, Paige, who were talking about it. Someone was talking about. Was it Allie? That's definitely a game we've heard before. Someone mentioned that in chat once. I heard you talk about Stars in Time because I looked it up. I remember looking it up on Google and seeing the art for it.
Definitely heard of that one.
But there's a couple other games. So guys, there is fun news, and that is well, not necessarily fun news. There's news, and that is the fact that there is a chance that Dylan will get off of this terrible work hour thing where he works nights in only 6 months instead of the year. So by the end of March, we may get to go fully back to all Ace Attorney all the time.
Now that's the way to go.
However, if not, we do have other games up our sleeves to fill in the blanks as well. I know there are still two Studio Investigrave games we have not played. However, those two specifically, I'm specifically not playing, as I do want to play them with Dylan. Dylan has very much enjoyed those games as well, and they're just larger casts than the one we've played. You know, we basically played all the ones that are duos already.
More than just duo traumatized characters. Now it's a whole bunch.
Yeah, now there's like 3 or 5.
Just like that. Yes.
So there's definitely more characters. Thus, I do want to have more voices for that, and he likes it as well. Dylan's like, yeah, we'll play every Studio Investigrave game. It sounds great. Same with Ducktective. Dylan's really interested in that one as well. It's a vibe. So that one has to wait for Dylan.
It's been a vibe ever since we found, what was it, the chick detective book in Ace Attorney?
Yes.
Because then we found this detective game and it was like, oh, this is too perfect.
But it's also like Gravity Falls, you know? And I'm like, detective. So good. So
it works on multiple levels.
We definitely have a bunch of games to go through and play, but I will say I do kind of curate the ones we play with Dylan solely because we got to keep him around. We got to keep him engaged. We want him to stick around. We want him to have a good time, guys. If Dylan don't have a good time,
come back.
Yeah. I will say most of Dylan's good time is on you guys existing and either laughing with him or being annoyed by him. I don't know if it's specifically a Gravity Falls reference, Allie. Like, I don't know if that was the intent, you know, behind the creators making it a Gravity Falls reference, but, you know, we're certainly Gravity Fallsing it.
I mean, we'll keep an eye out for any more Gravity Falls references.
Oh yeah, when we play the game. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, we definitely did like Star Apprentice, and I'm very excited to play the full game when they do that. That it's on the radar, like it's on my fucking Steam list, you know? Like we ball.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm doing this perspective on Senate Stripes right.
Well, I'll yell at you later for it if you don't do it right.
Exactly. I can always count on you to yell at me.
Mm-hmm. That's true friendship.
Exactly.
And I go,
what good is a friend if you can't yell at them?
When I grade Mars on her coloring, and I go, it's so funny. So guys,
it's my performance review.
This is interesting. I find myself to not be a stereotypical artist in the sense of like, you hear a lot of like stuff about like, you know, things that are common to a lot of like, you know, internet artists and stuff doing things, and I find I don't relate. And the one I'm talking about now is the fact that people dislike parts of the art process, right? People love sketching, but they hate lining. They love lining, but they hate coloring or rendering, or they love rendering but they hate sketching, whatever it is, right? That seems to be a fairly common thing, and it makes sense, you know, they're all kind of different things. I don't find that personally. I enjoy all the process. I enjoy all the process so much that it makes it very difficult for me to want to stop at a sketch. And I really just like stop in the middle, everything I want to bring to the whole reference. Thank you, Allie. High five. High five there.
Oh man.
Except hands. Oh, see, I like hands. Feet, I hated for a long time. I'm okay with feet now. But I do enjoy hands. I will say. But where was I going with this? Oh, so I've been doing animation a little bit here and there, right? And most of them are like sketchy stuff, you know, like animinies, all that sort of stuff. Very loosey-goosey. I find that makes it easy to animate being loosey-goosey about it. And it's just, you know, how it works. But I want to make like fully finished animation sometimes, like I did with the Milano Fi Fi Fo Fum, and like I've done with the Dan Da Dan opening version now, right? I want to see that finished version. However, I'm having a good time. The sketches bit looks great. The lines come together so much easier than you expect. I always like imagine the lines to be the hardest part, and I usually like fucking bang them out. It's like, ooh, nice. And then I have to color it. And I'm like, this is the part I despise now. I don't normally despise the coloring part of it. When it comes to coloring and animation, I hate it. I hate it so much. And I'm not sure if it's mainly a factor of by the time I get to that point, I really just want it to be done. I really just want to have a finished product, and I want to be able to show it off and post it, and I've already liked how it looks, and I don't want to put in the effort. Don't know if it's part that. I don't know if it's part my art style is not particularly conducive to animating, coloring, because the way you color is it goes under the line art, and I still do that when I animate, and so I don't want to have to do that, and then I obviously give up and I don't do that because I'm fucking lazy and I don't want to do it and I just want it to be done. So it's like, I don't know if that's a compounding thing or not, but yeah, I like animating up until the coloring point. Hate it. And you know what? That means I'm probably gonna adopt the Neil Illustrator style of animating, which is you do it, and then you just kind of fill in the characters with one solid color. There's no shading, there's no nothing else, and it kind of slightly goes outside the thing. And I really like how it looks. It makes them look like moving paper on top of paper, which I really like, and I'm probably just gonna do more animatics that way, because I really enjoy doing the like animatics I do in the sense, and the animinies for like Ace Attorney, because that I like those. They're nice and easy, and by the time I get to the end, it's just boop boop boop, done, color done. You know, there's no more thought about it. So like the Francisca Uno reverse card, I really love, of course, the objection, Your Honor, grounds you don't get to know them. I love that.
Oh, that one's so good.
But I also like the Hotsun one I did, where it's like the pencil, you can write with it, you can, like, they feel very smooth, and it's just like, because they're kind of sketchy and they're kind of vibey and they're just solid colors, and I need to just accept that sometimes it's gonna be that way. Now, the Dan 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 one, I specifically knew I was going to have to render it, and the main reason for that is because that's part of what I love about the opening, and the reason I wanted to do an homage to it, right, is because of the colors in it. So I knew I kind of had to do it, but I really didn't want to.
There's no getting around it.
But I really didn't want to.
But it looks amazing.
Oh, no, it came out very good. Same thing happened with the Milano one. I didn't want to. I hated it. I was so done. But, it looks amazing. I've watched it 80 bajillion times.
As you should.
But side related thing, back to Tangled Tower a little bit here. I'm actually been editing and posting the Tangled Tower videos. They will become free public eventually. Right now, every episode is currently Psychic Sidekick members and up only. I have about 7 fully edited. I'm just slowly doing thumbnails this week and next week. So the first 7 we'll miss. Oh, no. Please, we can go back to Dan Dan Dan. The criminal cliffhanger. I'll do spoilers. Dan 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 spoilers. Just in case.
I'm so mad.
Criminal cliffhangers. I'm gonna try not to spoil that hard, but like...
cliffhanger.
We like to do it. Criminal cliffhangers, plural. Very, very... the jury's still out on Gigi. I like Gigi sometimes. I block Gigi out other times.
Gigi, when he's vibing with Okaroon,
yeah,
and they're both like getting into the nerd stuff.
Great.
I love
Top
that scene
tier.
on the train.
Love it. So
where
cute.
Okaroon is trying to show him up like, well, what about aliens, Miss Ayase? And he's just like, wait, you know about Bigfoot or Nessie or one of those? And Okaroon's just like, yeah, I do.
Wait,
Did you know
this is another friend?
And Gigi just goes off like that. He's like, wait, could this be a friend?
Yeah, I love that. I also enjoy
that was so good.
When they play soccer, right? I do like when Gigi and Okaroon are playing soccer and they're trying to one-up each other on like
literally
who likes
and metaphorically passing the conversation back and forth.
Yeah.
I love that
Very
framing
fun.
so much.
I enjoyed what happened. I like how it ended, right?
I love how Okaroon was just like flashing back to the kiss. He goes, I win.
Oh, so good, so good, so good, so good, so good. And then he didn't want to say it. It was great because a worse person would brag, right? He kept it to himself. And I was just like,
that would be like the push.
Yeah, he would be like, ha. And in this case, he was just like, oh, no, I win. And love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So good.
But
Felt
also,
so good.
like, okay, that scene when he was thinking about Momo being impressed with his soccer skills, he's
Allie.
like, I'm gonna show up to her, and then afterwards he like comes back to reality and he just has the dopiest smile on his face. It's so adorable.
It's so good. No, seriously,
It's so
Allie,
damn
such
cute.
a fun vibe, you know, everybody's broing episode, and then it just fucking like, oh shit.
Freaking 180.
Oh god.
I'm very glad I was watching in sub because no one could understand what the hell they were saying at the end of the
giving alligators a bad name.
episode. Giving alligators a very bad name.
Not my
does
Milano.
not stand.
Milano does
not stand.
Poor moment. She'll get out of it. I know we're in dire straits, but like, she got this, girl. We got it. She'll be okay.
Get out of there. I think I'm gonna have to read the manga,
excited
though.
to see how Gigi grows because, like I said, I like Gigi when he's a person. I don't like Gigi when he's being over the top goofy because there's like a middle ground, right? Dylan is very goofy. Dylan is not Gigi though. You know what I'm saying? Like when he's like, hey, and like the class, I'm like, I need you to stop, bro. Like I can't, this is too much, right? Versus when he's just like, oh, Karun, you know about Bigfoot? And they're like, they're good shit.
Yeah.
You know? Having like random moments. But I can't do it like when he goes to class the first time and he's like going, and it's like, I would die so bad.
Yeah, like,
I don't.
Bro, this is not how you the secondhand embarrassment.
Yes,
it was the secondhand embarrassment
Allie,
for
exactly.
me.
No, 100%, Mars. Yes, it's just I can't do it. I can't do it. I literally block him out in those moments. Like I forget like what happens. Like it's literally like I don't see Gigi. I'm not joking. Like my brain is just like he's gone. We can't do this. I hate this. I can't do this. But then when he's like a person and he's like talking about his like shit and stuff, it's like, wow, I do like you and I am excited for because
that's why I hope they develop him more and you discover like, oh, this is all part of some mask he's created for himself.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. I 100% agree. But I need to get there. I'm willing to let him get there, but at the moment, that's why I'm like jury's out on my GG acceptance or not. But I'm gonna unspoiler now.
Yes.
Welcome back, earless.
I'm sad to see it go this season, but that does mean I do get to catch up on Jeweler Richard.
Yes, Mars has to catch up on Jeweler Richard. Until like much later, or like at, because like I think he's okay now. I think it's just the moments. Like he has good moments and he has cringe moments. You know.
It was really funny. My dad showed me a YouTube video the other day, and it was like a short film that someone made, and the plot involved like secondhand embarrassment, like to the point I was experiencing secondhand embarrassment. And during those moments the scene was happening, I just pulled up my phone and started like scrolling. I had to turn on like a little noise to distract myself. And my dad is like, why are you doing that? I'm like, I cannot take the secondhand embarrassment. I am embarrassed for the character. I want to jump through the screen and tell them to stop. This is a bad idea.
You don't like hands like, though, Allie.
Really? I don't feel that at all. I'm like, well, you're lucky.
I think
that was one of the reasons. That was one of the reasons I couldn't watch, not couldn't watch, but one of the reasons like I walked out for certain scenes of The Little Mermaid. It's a good movie. I like it. I like Ariel. But during the scenes where she was like trying to play the pipe like an instrument and combing her hair with a fork and everyone's looking at her weird. Nowadays, I understand that's comedy. But back then, I was like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed for the character. That's such a social faux pas. Oh my God, stop doing what you're doing, please.
I definitely...
Where does that come from? Psychologically, where does that come from? I want to understand.
I think it has to do with you, like, thinking about what it would be like if you were them, and that they should be embarrassed doing what that is because you would be embarrassed doing what they're doing. I think that's what it is.
So a form of empathy.
Hopefully you'll see you later, Allie. Otherwise, enjoy whatever you have to do. But
hopefully it's good
I do
stuff.
find some people... I think there's two things with it, actually. I think some people do have, maybe it's an empathy thing or whatever, where they just have stronger secondhand embarrassment related to characters. Because I've never had that level of, like, I need to leave. I need to not be here. I've never had that level of secondhand embarrassment, and I don't even know if I would
had that
consider.
when I was a kid. Nowadays, it's more like I'm just gonna look at my phone for a second so I don't have to witness this
But see, that's the
train
other thing.
wreck.
I don't need to I don't need to like ignore, like look away or anything. Like I'm saying, I'm ignoring Gigi. It's not something I'm doing purposefully, and it's not. I wouldn't even say that I have secondhand embarrassment with him. I would say that I'm more like if I was one of Momo's friends, like I need you to leave. You know.
Enthused did trivia.
Oh snap! Look at that. But I definitely Dylan, when we watched the Tom Holland Spider-Mans, when Tom Holland Spider-Man is doing like cringe stuff with like trying to ask out MC, you know, a CJ and all that sort of stuff, and it's just like Dylan was having a problem when we were watching it. He was getting real secondhand embarrassment.
Wait, which one was that?
I think it's both of them. He's not trying to get it. It's far from home, where he's trying to like give the necklace to CJ and stuff, and is it CJ? I'm mixing up the acronyms. Mary Jane, MJ. I was right the first time, MJ. And so they're trying to give that, but in Homecoming, Enthuse. it's your doppelganger, Enthuse.
It must be.
But in the first one, he's trying to get with that other, like, more senior girl, and that's cringy as well. And Dylan was, like, dying. I think it has to do with that, but I also think it has to do with empathy, and I also think it has to do with how embarrassed are you in the real world in general, if that makes sense. And I'm going to say stuff where I have never been a person to be that embarrassed by things, especially as a child, much less so. If anything, I've been more like reserved as I grew up, but as a child, I was definitely much more like very, just very comfortable always in myself and these sort of things, and not really worried about it. So I don't find that I'm like relating to these, like they're being cringe. I'm more, when I think about it, and it's like I'm like annoyed by it, specifically with Gigi, because I didn't have an issue with Tom Holland. I didn't have an issue with like The Little Mermaid or anything like that. Gigi, to me specifically, is the fact that I don't want to interact with him as a person. If he came, so I'm not secondhand embarrassed, because I'm not embarrassed if I was him and doing that thing that should be so embarrassing. It's more like I'm a person in this class and this student has showed up and I'm like, I need you to leave.
You are an annoying little shit.
I need you to never interact with me. Like we need you to go over there and stop. It's not like oh no, it's so embarrassing. It's like please get away. I cannot deal with this as like a person being interacted with that way.
Or he does not empathize, or he is repulsed.
Yeah, exactly. All right, what is the trivia? Oh shit.
I'm trying to remember.
Only one murder victim has been unanimously smashed by all three of us. Who was this irresistibly sexy corpse? Wow, Enthuse. Your wording, beautiful. All right. Let me go through in my head. We had Cindy Stone was the first murder victim. Second murder victim is Mia Fey. Third murder victim, what's the third case? Sisters, and then it goes into... Fuck, what's the third case? Why am I blanking on what the third case is? Shit. What's the third case?
Steel Samurai?
Thank you, Samurai. Jackhammer. And then we have...
Jackhammer died.
And then we have technically Gregory Edgeworth and also
Robert Hammond.
Okay. I know my answer already. I'm pretty confident in my answer already.
I think I know what the answer is. I am almost positive.
I will be surprised if this is not the answer.
Ooh, look at that. We both got our answers in.
Oh, yeah. Ooh,
we wait with bated
little...
breath, Enthuse.
Art of the year. Oh my god, you have Judge Badger in there. Pastry Puff, epic. So fun.
That
Ooh,
one
there's
is
the
top
Windbreaker
tier, I gotta say.
Pokemon.
Oh, so good.
Nice.
I need Windbreaker Season 2 now, please.
Yeah, yeah. Your Ace Eternia, you peeps. That's art fight stuff. Nice work, nice work.
Beautiful,
Very nice.
beautiful.
Oh yes, 100 react. All right, let me see. Did I get it right? Yay, we did get it right.
We did.
Yes, we
Oh
did.
yeah, because honestly, you know the first thought that went through my mind, because Dylan always makes the joke, I thought to myself, okay, which corpse had the good rack? That's always the joke. It's either a very, very handsome man that can swing everyone, or it's someone with the boobs.
I know I smashed Gregory, and I know that neither Mars nor Dylan did, and I think that's a crime.
No.
I think that's a
I'm
crime.
sorry.
The genetics, man! The glasses!
It's rare that I go for DILFs. I'm sorry.
He looked young
It's
in
rare.
that picture.
Try to remember, when is the last time I went for a DILF?
In fucking what's the daddy dating game? What's that game called?
What?
There's literally a DILF. Markiplier plays it. It's
Date everything?
No. Markiplier play. I watched Markiplier play
talking about. Wait, Enthuse just made an update. There
Dream
are
Daddy.
2 we have all voted on.
Oh shit. It's called Dream
Look
Daddy.
at the other one, dude.
Uh-oh.
Dream Daddy? I've never heard of that.
Yeah, Markiplier plays it.
I don't know what the hell that is.
Okay, it's a daddy dating game where
could
all
be
of the characters
your
are
DILF, but
dads.
not my DILF.
No, it's a lot. There's a lot of dilfs. Mars, one of these is devil. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, look at stream, Mars. You're gonna tell me that not a single one of these men is a smash for you? Not a single one. Come on. No.
Majority of them are very chiseled.
They are fairly masculine. This is true.
Like, incredibly chiseled. And the one that's throwing me off, he's rocking it. I'm not going to deny that.
Dad bod?
But no, Dad bod's on the end.
Yeah.
He does kind of look like a portly Irish man.
Yeah.
That's probably the closest.
I will admit, in my memory, this guy was way twinkier. I will say, in my recollection, this guy did not have such a jawline as he does here.
This guy is channeling
that
Sebastian
guy was a bit, yeah. I will say,
they're all very nice.
Oh, okay. Here's some lovely fan art, Mars. I think you'll enjoy this one.
The fan art might sway me more than the official art.
This one will definitely sway. If you say none of these are smashes, I don't know what you like, man. So hold on. Create new from clipboard.
Oh my God. Okay. Yes, across the board.
Yeah.
That's hard to argue with. You make a very strong case.
It's Dream Daddies, Oscar, and then someone made gender bent fan art because, of course, they fucking did. You know, I mean, yeah.
You make a very compelling argument.
I do, don't I?
Ori, I know you are a fan of the Peanuts. Do you remember in the Christmas special where Linus goes, "Give me one good reason," and Lucy goes, "I'll give you 5 good reasons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are good reasons."
Yes, I do remember that.
Basically just what happened.
Yes.
Or he's just like, "Oh, you don't have a reason to smash these? I'll give you 5 good reasons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, those are good reasons."
I'll immediately make it a smash across the board. No. But yes, guys, if you ever want Mars and Ori to play a dating game, it will happen eventually. It's called Date Everything, and we're totally gonna play that one.
That sounds chaotic as hell, and I'm so here for it.
I'm honestly, well, I think it'll be fun. I'm honestly 99% there for the the character design, because what I've seen has been so good.
So damn good. Dude, the washing machine.
Yes! I can't. No, the laundry basket. That's what I'm here for. It's so good.
And the laundry basket.
Yes.
So damn good.
Yeah,
the
no, exactly.
Is pretty good too.
And they're both genders, Oscar. Well, they're all genders, I guess. I don't know if anyone's non-binary in there. We'll have to play to find out. But
that's the one. It's called Date Everything.
Yeah. You want Date Everything so bad? Yeah. We'll totally play that one. And Dooz, if I remember correctly, you are somebody that wanted to see the Tangled Tower VODs. So they're videos edited. They are happening. There's currently 3 up for Psychic Sidekick channel members, but they will all become public closer to when we're done with, let me look in the calendar a second. I can tell you when. Yeah, it's yes.
Look at that, guys.
Yes,
we're scheduled and we're organized.
This is possibly to change a little bit because it does matter. Depending. Hold on. Okay, why can't I find it? Oh, there it is. So sometime in March they will start becoming public. Possibly not until April. It depends. The reason it depends, basically my goal is just to make sure that they all come out before I'm done with Justice for All and finished with that. I want them to all be public before I'm finished with Justice for All and move on to Trials and Tribulations, because these were old avatars with this one. So I do want to have everything that's old Avatar done before we go into game with new Avatar.
Makes sense.
He's not in their box, Enthuse, okay? It's not their box. They were in a crate. 1. 2. It's not... He's in a different box. And he's in a different box, and I think I'm remembering it has to do with a singular comment made on stream by, I think it was Birthday Cake, that then got devolved into a joke where Cinder and I were close together in like an elevator, but like awkward, like, and someone's coughing like too close. That's what it devolved into. So that's why he's in a box. Because it's also just like, come on, a box makes for a good thumbnail because it's a good shape for a thumbnail.
Fits right in that rectangle.
Yes, not all boxes are Malotzen boxes, okay? And like I said, that was a crate.
Boxes are special. We can't just assign that to any random box.
Specific boxes only.
I do love that we have a ship name, though.
I think Malotzen has been the ship name for a bit.
That's what I thought, but it's been a while since I've seen it spelled out, so it feels fresh and new.
Yes. And the comic is coming out of hiatus in 2 weeks, guys. Not this closest Monday, but the next one. Ah!
The next Monday, it's here.
That does
so ready.
Also mean that yes, the Ko-fi will be coming out of hiatus soon as well.
all you Ko-fi members get excited.
I do have plans for that soon as well. I've been gathering backlog.
We can post the scripts to them again. All that good stuff.
Okay. I'll go through it again, and I'll go through it again. So we did. So then we have in the next one, who died is Goodman. It's not Goodman. Then we have the first is Wellington. Wellington, put aside a second. I know Dylan loved him. I think I didn't smash Wellington. I know I did. Wellington's aside a second. Then we had the second case is who dies is Dr. Gray. Definitely not.
No.
Then we have Turnabout
He's the
Big
poor man's
Top
Percy.
is the ringmaster. Definitely not.
No, did not smash.
That's the next one. Farewell, my turnabout. Juan Corrida, definitely not. All right.
Corrida.
Then we have.
Did not smash him.
The first game is the one where Doug Swallow dies. Definitely not. And then we have
we didn't
the
pick him.
second one. The second one of that one is not Recipe for a Turnabout. That's the third one. What's the second one of Trials and Tribulations? At Me.
The second one?
Me. Bullard.
Yes.
No. Bullard is not it. At Me doesn't die. Bullard's the death. No. Kane Bullard. Then we have Glen Elg is a no. No way.
Yeah.
And then we have after Glen Elg is Enthuse. So it was somebody else. The second I said Mia, I'm like, it's definitely Mia. All right. So Glen Elg is a no. The fourth game is Valerie Hawthorne. I don't think so, because I think we were like, she looks hotter in the trunk than in her regular picture. I don't think we
I
all
do
smashed on
remember that
one.
being a thing.
Funny pastry puff. If only.
Oh man.
And then the last one is I think just you. I think only you smashed Misty Faye. I think only you smashed Misty Faye. I don't think
it was just me.
I'm gonna go. Okay, I have my pick. That's my bet.
I shall be very curious to see who it is.
It's the only one I could think about. Ah, dang it.
It wasn't it?
It wasn't it.
Ah.
Ooh. He wasn't a dead guy. That's stupid. I'm dumb. It was Dustin Prince is the one who died. No, I have no idea then.
I don't think we picked Dustin Prince.
No,
wasn't he
no.
like? Wasn't he like almost the equivalent of Toast?
Oh, Mars, you
We were
have
like,
to
this guy
answer.
is boring.
Enthuse wants you to answer. Who do you think it was?
Hang on. Give me a second. I'm drawing while I'm thinking.
That I mean, Pastry Puff, I similarly picked a killer and not the victim. So, we're even now.
There we go.
I did a dumb, I did a goof.
Balance. Like all things should be. Okay.
I'm trying to think of who it is.
I
can only think of one other person, and I'm just wrong. And we chose the other way. Yeah, I will say, in the Ace Attorney universe, there's not a ton of consistency between...
I don't think it was him.
The, crime scene, like, photo stills, the black and white ones, and their, like, head-on mug
Wait,
shots.
are we also counting Rise from the Ashes?
Yeah. Oh!
I think I might know.
Oh! Ooh, that's an option. I
I
only thought
think
of the one
I
guy from Rise from the Ashes. Shit.
I feel like I
Mm,
know.
Did I smash him though? I think, I don't know.
I thought you did.
I'm uncertain. I think Dylan didn't. Yeah.
No, I was wrong.
Oh, Dylan didn't.
Who the hell was it?
It has
then?
to be. It has to be the one person that I overlooked for the opposite. For the reason I overlooked them, but opposite. I can't think of anybody else. I need that answer. I need to know it, dudes.
I'm so curious now.
It was? I could have
Yeah,
sworn I was the only one. I could have
I thought I
sworn that both
passed.
Dylan and Mars were like, no. I could have sworn. Because I know I was all here. I was all here for Gregory. We're here for Gregory, okay?
Did Ori sway our
Did
vote?
I bully them into voting to smash for Gregory?
That would be hilarious.
I mean, yeah. But, see, Patriot Pop, they have to get the genes from somewhere, okay?
I gets the Dilf is strong with this one.
I could have sworn that they were against me on that one, but I accept the L. I'm okay with that.
Wrong.
Gregory's fucking hot. I don't make the fucking rules, okay? Edgeworth's dad gave him his gene, you know, like we're here. And I'm glad that Edgeworth's dad also gave him the needs glasses gene, just because I'm ready for 30-year-old Edgeworth, man. I'm here for 30-year-old Edgeworth, man. Give me.
Two dead hot family members. Woo! For the price of one.
I can't believe it, Deuce. I forgot me existed, though.
That's wild.
It's a crime.
To be fair, with the amount she comes
Why can't
back,
I have a normal? What do you mean a
feel
normal?
like
Hear
she's
me out.
truly gone.
I don't know which way to take this, Mason. Because I feel like saying normal hear me out is like an oxymoron, right? Because isn't a hear me out supposed to be like
hear me out's like unhinged as hell.
Yeah, unhinged as fuck.
Like I've seen the hear me out.
No. My favorite
when they pick the cars from the cars.
Straight cis men are always not as hear me out as literally women and the queer community.
What's your criteria for the past smashes?
So
anyone we all unanimously passed on.
So it's anyone. No. There's a second caveat to it. There is a second caveat, and there's two reasons for it. Bye, Lakitu. Thanks for hanging out.
Catch you later, Lakitu.
Enjoy
Go get some rest.
Tangle Tower. So yes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Mason, you gotta clarify. And don't be sorry, we're not mad. I'm curious
Hear me out
where we're going with here.
Usually insane.
Because there's a difference between like hear me out Lightning McQueen and fucking hear me out like Flynn Rider. You know, like oh, hear me out the Colossal Titan. See, that's a normal hear me out in my opinion. In the sense of like
hear me out.
Like
Flynn Rider is a dude. Whereas
and a categorically hot dude. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Like if someone's going, hear me out, Roger Rabbit, then I'd
hear me
be
out
like,
to basic bitches. Okay, I'd have to think very hard. I'd have to sit here and think very hard for like a weird hear me out, because I feel like being ace leans a lot into aestheticism as the like quote unquote hear me, because it's not a real hear me out, right? Like just like the smash is not a real smash. So it's very like, we're all being too basic. Yeah. I don't know. I was saying something about something before though. What was I saying? Oh, the eligibility.
Oh.
So,
Yes.
there is so the other caveat is that they do have to have speaking lines. The reasoning for this is twofold. One, we over like a lot of our full passes are like dead guys and like one-offs and like just mentioned characters. So the list would be very very long, and the
you got
other
nothing
reason
to work with here.
Yeah, you got nothing to work with. And the other reason is I want to be able to know the character. Because that really adds to how you make them hot, right? Like, I feel like having more character personality is very helpful. I don't know what I would do if we did say, like, Robert Hammond. He's got nothing for him, you know, right? He is a dude that has a face. Oh, and the third, actually, this is a bigger reason, I've just remembered it. Dead people don't have good references. Talking characters have full body references. And at very minimum, half body, lots of sprites. Dead people have their headshot, possibly their death picture, and possibly a black and white photo of them being alive, usually making a kind of weird face. Because think about Robert Hammond. Robert Hammond has his mugshot and him doing the scream as he is going to be shot by Yanni Yogi. Right, that's it. That's all we have for his
It's very
reference.
Unfortunate.
There's nothing else. And so that is actually a bigger reason.
And now you know.
Okay, but because of that, see my second point. They don't have speaking lines where they are seen visually as a sprite. So I guess the real technicality is not speaking lines, it's a sprite. They need to be a sprite that has at least a half body reference of them not being dead. And at better, a full body, because I think all sprites do have full bodies. If they made those flashbacks with full reference, not full sprite, not as the like black and white photo thing, would be more of a thing. The only one I'm thinking about that might be it is Buddy Faith. Let me look up Buddy Faith.
Yeah, that one I'm curious about.
Because that one, he may have a full body. I think he may have a full body because he does show up later. No, he does not.
Tragic.
Yeah, he does
What
not.
about I remember that flashback scene in Rise from the Ashes when Jake Marshall is like telling their history and they have that like grouped around the table picture.
Yeah, that
So we might
specifically
have
doesn't
something
count.
of
No, that
Neil
specifically
Marshall
doesn't
and-
count.
Oh, I see.
The reasons that don't count is because they are black and white, they're never full body, and they're usually off model.
Gotcha.
Again, see Robert Hammond. Again, see us thinking Valerie's hotter in the trunk of the car than in her mugshot. Again, see
In her actual picture.
Dustin Prince being hotter in that like flashback image where Maggie has the phone than in his mugshot. Really?
I think
Who
in those
enthused?
Smasher
Please
passes, we made direct
tell me enthuse,
reference to
and
them
I
being
will
hotter.
make sure to rectify that. Who have I missed? Because I will admit, I do go through those things kind of briefly. So if you have done more research for me, please. I am willing to
so
add them to the
curious.
next round, you know? There will be more Pass to Smashes, this is for certain. This is for truth. You don't think any of them would win? I still want to know who it is. I want to know who was fully passed. Yes, Pastry Puff, I agree.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
another
absolutely.
thing. A lot of people's anime things are better as well. That's just in general. But yeah, the biggest thing is Penny Nichols, Terry Falls. No, so I'm not missing. Okay, Lotta Heart is of contention for the reason Terry Falls totally missed. My bad. Lotta Heart is under contention because Mars smashes her in the first pass to Smasher pass.
What can
Not
I
in
say?
the second or the
drip.
third one. Yeah. So that's why she wasn't in the very first one. So that uncertain. Penny Nichols, I feel like I specifically didn't do because Dylan is going to harass me about her looking like she's 12. And I'm not allowed to do that.
Well, my point of contention is Penny Nichols looks too much like IRL
That is
Mars.
also a problem.
No.
Yeah, that is also a little weird
doing that.
as well. Yeah. Terry Falls, though,
or he doesn't do portraits.
will admit should technically be on the list. I do feel like I might have specifically not done him as well because of similar reasons to the Penny Nickel things, but the other way. I should not be drawing a a PDF file hot. I do think that there is some I exactly, Enthuse. I do think there is some self-selecting, like, people don't vote for Hottie or Salmonella very much, you know, to do.
See, I vote for that one because I am so curious what you would do.
And Mars is the problem.
Them hot.
Mars is the problem, guys.
I want to see how skilled you are.
Okay. At a certain, so far, I will admit, I'm going to totally and incredibly sit here and say, I think the ones that are considered the hardest have been my best work.
That's what I'm saying.
I think I'm very upset. I'm not gonna lie. For those who don't know, I put a poll on YouTube. That was who was their favorite pass to Smash of 2024. It's Bikini, Winston Payne, and Jacques Portsman. Jacques Portsman, the person who won, Sister Bikini. Now I'm happy with how Sister Bikini came out. I do like it. I will say, I think Winston Payne is my best fucking work after Look at Me. Not gonna fucking lie.
That is
not
so
going
funny.
to fucking lie. I think Winston Payne came out so well. I think it is him, obviously him, and he looks fucking good. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Of your best work
That
yet.
is so good. Bikini, I just made her look like a person instead of a caricature, basically. And then Jacques Portsman, he's got abs under there anyway, okay? It was just the hair. And I'm gonna say, Jacques Portsman is not my favorite one that I've done. Winston Payne and Look at Me are my top tier ones. So if I'm being honest, I'm kind of sitting here like, well, I would like to do this character or this character or this character. I do feel like the ones that you would force me to do would be better than the ones that are like nearly there but not quite. Does that make sense? And that's why I'm like, I'd be concerned about Hottie and I'd be concerned about Salmonella. But it's like, I'm trying to think of what were ones. I think Old Bag would be very interesting.
That would be wild.
Old Bag would be very interesting. My heart wants to do Lance Amano, but I feel like he'll have the Jacques Portsman thing where it's like he's too close. Right? He's like nearly there, but not. You know what I'm saying? Because he's got like the cowboy thing going on. Is just, you know, he's nearly there, but not quite. He falls short. Same with characters who are obviously cute, but not Smash material. Like Emma, or Penny, or Maggie, where they're like cute. A lot of people do like them. They're just not For us, I feel like God, I love FNAF. Exactly. I think Dr. Gray would be interesting. Lauren Pops does have potential. I'm coloring the wrong side of your hair, Grimoire. Sorry. Lauren Pops does have potential. Trying to think of who else is. I'm like both interested about doing Larry Butts and like concerned that we'll have the Jacques Portsman issue as well, right? Oh, I appreciate this very much, Enthuse. This is great. You're top tier community member, Enthuse. You do so much data, it's like collecting. It's great.
Honestly, how do you pull it all off?
It feeds my like data hungry heart. It really does. This is great.
What data do we currently have?
Enthuse just gave me in the format of a tier list, but like who were unanimous passes, who were majority smashes, solo smashes, hard passes, and
damn.
Pass but ineligible for pass to smash and pass to smash victims already. So very good data. Lovely data.
You really kept track.
Yeah. Good shit. Good shit. Top tier list maker, 100%. But if you're wrong, you totally... She does get very excited about the cards, so I feel like it depends on, you know, the partner's energy. Who knows? She's timid at first, but, like, she definitely gets into it, you know? But yeah. Papa Amano would be difficult. Kind of curious what I would do with LeBlanc. Not gonna lie. Oh... I didn't put Victor Kudo on here accidentally, did I? Did I miss him too?
I don't think I saw Victor Kudo.
I don't remember seeing Victor Kudo. Wow, I really dropped the ball on this one. Sorry, guys. Whoops.
This does not look right.
The C is silent.
This pupil needs to be more over here.
I appreciate the board, Enthuse, greatly. The board is very helpful to me as a human. Yeah, I think I missed Victor Kudo this time around. My bad. Trying to go off some other things, and I just... Well, now it won't happen again. Won't happen again.
There you go, you guys. You caught Ori.
Morgan Fay would also be intriguing.
Okay, that would be wild.
So would Uji and Judge. Those would both be interesting. I guess... I can't remember if Dylan... I think... So Dylan smashed Judge the first time. And then passed on him later, making it a unanimous pass. So that would make Lotta equally eligible. So she'll be in the next round, definitely.
Right.
She'll be in the next round. Meekins, I feel like Meekins, if Meekins wins... I feel like if Meekins wins, that one will also be tough, but not for the reasons you may think. I think it'll be tough because I have seen hot Meekins art.
See,
I've seen hot Meekins art.
I remember voting for that
not
one
Morgan Le
because
Fay.
I'm curious how that head shape would look in your style.
I think it'll be underwhelming because, like, I think for the best reference of how... Because JJ isn't on this tier list template. I see. He just wasn't there. Stretch. Yeah.
I'm gonna need a stretch break in a little bit. Grab some chocolate.
But still very helpful, Enthuse. Still very helpful. That's too light. grimoire.
We
There we
appreciate you crunching the numbers for us.
Oh, so greatly. Every time when you tell me that there's like a fix I need to make on the server, on the YouTube, all these sort of things. All your what's the word? Like data on like how long it was in stream, how long it is in video, how long the redirect is. It feeds my heart, my little stats girl heart. It's funny. I will say I hate stats. I do hate stats. I do hate stats. I don't hate applied stats. I hate sitting through a lecture about statistics, and it's terrible. However, getting to gather data and then run numbers, fuck yeah.
It's the shit.
I mean, it's been a while, Enthuse, I will say. You're only 2 behind. You're only technically 1 behind. Because the only one that's finished since the last time is Turnabout Big Top. See, but those are applied stats, Mason. See, that's applied statistics. I don't want to sit through a stats lecture. That sucks.
Speaking from experience, they're very boring.
They're so boring.
And they were required for my major.
But yeah, me too.
It was terrible.
But then getting to go out, gather data, and then run it through the stats, that's so cool.
Way more interesting.
That's so cool.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought when you're actually doing shit, it's exciting.
Exactly.
I've always preferred hand-on to lectures.
That's why it's like, I would totally... Like, in stats... The problem with stats is that... Oh, no, Mason. I don't think I took stats in high school. I took stats in college.
That was definitely in college for me. I took pre-calc in high school.
Calc, pre-calc, other things. Trig.
Geometry sucked. As soon as I got to proofs, I was like, I'm done. When can I leave?
I both love and hate
numbers
proofs
again. I never thought as a writer I would say, can I please have numbers again?
See, it's funny. I like proofs in the sense of I like the concept of it. I don't like proofs in the sense of that I need to write down word for word the exact reasoning, otherwise you fucked up. And it's like,
yeah,
why can't I just know that they're congruent? Why do I have to write these two things are equal because they're congruent, because they're whatever? Like, no, they're equal, congruent, done. You know, like that's how the world works, man.
That was torturous.
Yes, he is a wet dog. Let me open it again the other way. I don't know what it is, Enthuse, but I want my characters to be fucking dressed. I will say I like the sketch of this more than the final rendered version, but there's something... Well, there's another character that I'm like, I need them to be drowned. I want Averett to be Wet Dog. Oh, we need Perry to be Wet Dog.
Hella needs to be Wet Dog.
Perry needs to be Wet Dog, but there's another character you and I were talking about.
Feral Wet Dog.
Yeah, but there's another character you and I were talking about. Yes, 100% Pastry Puff. 100. Yes. Perfect. No, there's like a not one of our characters, but some other character we were talking about that I needed to be like a drowned rat, and I can't remember what it was.
Anime character we watched?
Yeah, something. I can't remember what it was. I was just like, yes. No, blanket.
Okay.
It won't.
I feel like it's one of the Link Click boys, because Sheng is already portrayed as a puppy.
No, I don't think it was. I don't think it was.
I
don't think it
was. Sasuke?
No. Uncertain.
Was the character dog coded, or is it just a character you want?
No, I think it's just a character I want wet. Like, Hotsun's not dog coded, but like, you know, fucking yeah. Okay. We drenched him.
Well, shit, that could be anybody.
Yeah, that's the problem. It'll happen eventually. But yeah, nope, I don't know what it is. It's just a good vibe. It's a good vibe.
It's a good vibe indeed. Ori, would you hate me if I ran to grab more water?
No, I would not. I will accept you.
All 3 cups.
No, go do it. Hurry up. Giddy up.
Refilling. I'm giddying up.
Okay, I'm gonna show off the other Tangle Tower thumbnails though, because they're technically available to be seen. You just kind of have to find them a little bit. So I'm gonna show them off. You also have lovely. It's My Little Pony. You would hate me if I did a wet rat. What? I don't know what I'm being hated about. Oh, Enthuse is hating Mars for leaving. Ah, I got it now. I am both really proud of this and think this is really hilarious, the My Little Pony. And I also, last but not least, the ones I've done. Oh. Oh no. I saved it this way. Uh-oh. It's okay. I can open it from a different thing. This is JFA. I don't want that. Tangle Tower. We have Among Us. Among Us. I'm dead. So is Freya, but I'm dead. I will say, it's a lot harder. I was talking to Doug today about like how I got to the point where now I hand draw all the thumbnails and everything. And it basically came out of necessity after I was doing the memes that some episodes just didn't have memes and it was just easier. My brain just thought of whatever to draw them with, you know? Because it's like, sometimes they're memes, but sometimes it's like Phoenix sitting in a guitar case. Like, it's just fun. I just like it. He was cute. Okay, it's Phoenix looking lovey-dovey at the defense attorney's bench. You know, it's just good times. But when it comes to but what is selling those is that people know who Phoenix Wright is, right? Like, they can recognize him. People can recognize, you know, Francisca, and they can recognize whoever. But Grimoire, I feel like, is just a little more niche of a character. So even though I'm doing him instead of, say, like Mars or my avatars, it is just a little. It's much harder to come up with ideas for it, I guess. So I'm basically going off, Mars quotes My Little Pony once. All right, they're ponies now. I make one, you know, he vented joke. They're Amogus now. You know, there is one comment about being in a tight, confined space. All right, Grimoire in a box. You know, there's certainly a lot less.
I mean, it works. It gets the job done.
Yeah, but it is just a little more difficult, I find.
Just a slightly challenging.
Indeed. So I am curious how they're gonna go over.
I freaking love the thumbnails for the most recent Ace Attorney videos. The Fifth Amendment jokes were just too
guys. I love my Ace Attorney thumbnails so much that I actually save the ones I've drawn as just blank, so without the words on them, so I can just have them. Let me do this. So I can just have them as a little thing. And then I also have ones where they could be like stickers. I'm gonna shrink that even more. There we go. Because in my heart of hearts, I'm like, ooh, they could be fun stickers. Okay, this one didn't go over like super well. But I love the minis. It's okay. Can we just appreciate? I want these.
So cute.
I want these.
If I didn't think we'd get sued by Capcom, I'd
look at him. I love this. I love this so much. Do you guys? Okay.
Capcom. I don't know why you'd be watching us, but if you're watching us, Capcom, please.
I also love the phones Matt on guard. Phones Matt on guard was good. He's just look at him. All right, indulge me, Mars chat. Do you guys have a favorite drawn thumbnail so far?
I definitely like the Fifth Amendment through the shredder.
Oh, with the Edgeworth?
I think before it was Matt on Guard Tangled in the Phones because vibe. But now
Edgeworth
it's
fucking
Edgeworth.
served in this. Edgeworth fucking served in this.
Sir,
okay?
You made him so sexy.
He wanted to be so I drew the sketch and I went, damn. Like, okay.
But it's also just the joke of it too.
I would make stickers. I would make stickers. If I get into the Artist Alley convention, I'm bringing like a ton of these Ace Attorney stickers, man. I will say one of my favorites. I really like how I did.
You like this Phoenix? I would put him on my laptop if he was a sticker.
Really like my Pokemon one. I feel like it's a fun combination of the two. I'm very proud of how this one came out. I really like this one. I also like this concept one as well. The burden of proof, where it's pressure like a drip, 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 that'll never stop. I really like this format as well.
The framing of it is really, really good.
This new one's fun too. Judge with Gossip Land. I put so much effort into this Gossip Land. It actually has thumbnails, images from thumbnails I did before. So this is Conspiracy Phoenix here. This is Matt on Guard's phone head. And then this is Lovey Dovey Phoenix, barely seen in the background here. But I did that because I need to have images on that. I'm not fucking drawing shit again. So yeah, that's what we're doing.
Magazine.
We're using it up. And no one's going to see it but me. Only I'm going to see it. I also used, I'm pretty sure I used a meme. Yeah, I used a meme in these Conspiracy Phoenix ones. There's the Mars holding the photograph in both of them. That meme will never die.
That.
Yeah, she has it here. I have it here too. So yeah, in the two, they're like side by sides, right?
Clown wig on me?
Did I what?
Did you put a clown wig on me in that last one?
No,
I have like something red around my head.
It's not around your head. I put a frowny face over the picture.
Oh.
There's an angry face on the picture. Because you're so upset about it.
I'm still salty.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I do really like this one. The censored bar one. I think they look really good. I like this one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Beautiful.
They're not censored because they're cursing. They're censored because they're flirting.
Sure. But I really enjoy drawing the thumbnails. I will say it got to a point, basically what I was telling. Let me tell the story. Why don't I tell the whole story, right? So I think most people know, but if you don't know, at the very beginning, I was only doing the videos as like a thing I wanted to do so that I could show and I could relive the things. And I'm not a person that can watch VODs. It's just not for me. I can't watch like a flat stream thing. It's just not something that I like or enjoy or can do. And so I'm like, all right. Maybe other people wouldn't want that. So I was kind of doing it with the goal of like, if anybody, missed the stream or something, they could still watch the VODs and things because they just can't watch backlog streams or whatever, like in there, they just don't like to do that. Great, fine, whatever. And it was for me to relive and show Mars and Dylan stuff. So those original thumbnails are literally identical. They just changed the like information, the episode number and the case, the turnabout and the turnabout number. And I wasn't doing memes then originally. And then it got to a point where we were goofing off enough where I did a meme. And Dylan liked the meme so much, he's like, you need to do like better thumbnails if you want this to grow. Because it had started growing. Like we were getting people like watching it and stuff, even with the shitty thumbnails.
You were getting traction. I was in shock.
And so it was like, but Dylan, that's more time, right? At that time, editing a whole video was taking me like 6+ hours. It was a very long time. And so it was like, Dylan, that's just more time that I have to do. I can't. And he's like, no. You don't have to make a whole new thumbnail. You've already made the memes. Rise from the ashes. Yeah. And then, And I think I started doing meme ones in Turnabout Goodbyes. I think is where I started doing meme ones at the end of Turnabout Goodbyes. Because one of the first like meme thumbnails is Edgeworth going Baka. That's like one of the first ones. And so Dylan's like, yeah, just you already made the meme. Use that as a thumbnail. I'm like, oh, that is a good idea. I'll like, do you think like, okay, I'll do that. So I did do that. But then it got to one where it was like, oh shit, I didn't make a meme for this episode. Right? It just how it turned out. The way that the episode went, I didn't make a meme for it. And it's like, all right, well, I guess I have to now make my own meme for it. Right? Like I have to make a meme specifically for the thumbnail because they were doing well and they were good and they did look nicer and it was cooler and stuff. And, you know, they were fun and people were enjoying. I'm like, all right, fine. Cave, you know, gives in. Now I'm making memes sometimes for thumbnails. And then it just got to a point where there was just one where we didn't really make a reference and we just didn't really have a good like through line for a meme. And it was just like, but we really harped on the fact that Phoenix was poor. Such a large part of the episode. And I was like, all right, this is too good to like pass by. And so I'm like, all I can picture is Phoenix with his fucking wallet and the fucking moth coming out. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna draw it. Right? Because I think that's like one of the first ones. Like, all right, I'm gonna draw it. And so I did.
Nicole, hi.
Hello.
Welcome.
So I was like, all right, I'm gonna draw it. And I did, and I liked it. I had fun, and Phoenix was a lot easier to draw than I expected. That was a big thing. And then I went back to the meme ones, because that's just what I knew, and they were good options, and that sort of thing. And then it was like, I had the idea of it had to be Von Karma doing, like, the math meme, you know, and then, like, the confused math lady. And then it was like, okay, use the screenshot from my Uno reverse card, Von Karma, and both of those did very well. And I was like, all right, I'm having fun drawing these now, right? I'm putting a little more effort into them, but I'm having a good time. And if we're being completely honest, they weren't really taking any longer than doing the memes when I had to make specific memes for it, right? And so it's like, all right, I'm just gonna draw them now. And here we are, and God, does the feed look immaculate, okay? I'm gonna toot my own fucking horn here. Toot, toot. You go to our fucking channel page and you look at the videos. They look immaculate, man. They look immaculate. Is every single one of them a masterpiece? No. But a lot of them are fucking damn good. And getting to scroll through them, oh, it's just like a lovely little... ooh. So good.
Top tier.
And you could see my quick turnaround and how well I could draw Phoenix very fast. Certain Phoenix angles suck, though, I will say. Certain Phoenix angles are a struggle. But I get them most of the time. It's really fun. I enjoy it. It's also easy now because since I have an iPad, it is something that I can do during my lazy work days. So it adds to not being a time sink versus I can't really edit memes very easily if I was doing that. So it just all around worked out well.
And the rest is history.
Indeed. Oh, so Nicole, since you're here, I don't know if you know, but the Tankle Tower videos have been going up for Psychic Sidekick members and up, which I know you are on and up. So if that is something you wanted to start watching before they go live in like March or April, that is something you could do. They will be a bit sporadic in the sense of it'll be like 7 episodes pretty close together, and then it'll be a while until the next 7 come out. And then there should be one more batch of 7. I'm expecting there to be about 21 episodes. Nice. It's with Cinder. And then, Nicole, we're actually going to be playing Detective Grimoire, the game that came before the one we did. To my understanding, they're not like connected in the sense of like you need to play the first game or anything like that in any order, but they are all Grimoire and Sally. Now, the game before this was done as like a Flash game, to my understanding, and the art style is very different. So Grimoire and Sally look very different. I have to draw new outfits for us anyway, but I will probably draw the current version Grimoire and Sally outfits solely because I know that they are working on the next Detective Grimoire game, Mermaid's Mask, and then I don't have to draw new outfits. That's a secret.
Fingers crossed.
So yeah. Very fun. Oh no, I'm on the wrong layer. But very fun, very good. Also, guys, I was having delusional thoughts, and I was like, I'll start an anime convention. Not an anime convention, but like have a small specific convention. I don't think it'll ever happen, but I was thinking about it. Oh, this is a good question for all of you who do go to conventions, because I do know a fair amount of you do. I had recently watched a video of an artist who is an Artist Alley artist, but I don't think it necessarily matters if you are or just a convention goer. But they're like, Artist Alleys kind of suck now. And, you know, they were talking about it. They felt it's just very samey. They find that, like, you know, the method of, how people, like, they don't curate Artist Alleys. It's like lottery or like first come first serve, or like, you know, there's no curation to it necessarily a lot of times. And it's just very samey. There's, you know, no like niche fandom things very much anymore and all this sort of stuff. So it was just interesting because I really want to table edit Artist Alley really, really bad. And I'm curious if anybody else has been feeling this way, or no, we're still pretty happy with how conventions go. I'm glad, Nicole. I mean, I feel like personally my favorite thing is I find a streamer that I like playing games, and then I specifically watch them play games I never play. I watch Markiplier specifically for games I don't play.
It's such a mood.
You guys, all of you guys who have like played Ace Attorney a billion times and then come and want to experience that again with us is one, a foreign concept I've never even thought about, and two, really an honor. That like, oh wow, one, you like the game, but also you enjoy us playing it so much that you want to see us go through it and experience it, which is a very fun thing to me.
Or suffer, either or.
Well, the suffer is part of it. The suffer is part of it. But yeah, see, I guess I just don't game enough. So it's like, yeah, I'll never play Five Nights at Freddy's, but I want to know what happens, and I want to watch Markiplier do it. You know, like, I'll never play Poppy's Playhouse or whatever. That's why, this was something from a while ago. Poppy's, isn't that what it's called? Poppy Playtime. I'm sorry.
Poppy Playtime.
My bad. Jeez. But there's a lot of play words in that franchise, okay?
There is. I will give you that.
You threw me off my rhythm. Brain, work again. Brain.
Come on, Ori's brain.
Oh, every once in a while I think about that, like, I'm pretty sure it's a Tumblr chain thread, or a Tumblr post, and it's like, I would totally be able to watch any horror movie if there was just Markiplier commentating it in the top corner.
Okay, but literally.
Like, why is this so real? I hate horror. I can't do horror. I can't do it. Markiplier be in there. We Gucci.
If Markiplier's in the corner making little comments the whole time,
yeah, we Gucci.
I would be chill with that.
I could do this.
Chill.
I could deal.
But anything else, and it's a hard no from me, Cap.
I will say on top of that, I still don't really watch like him play very like leaning in the realistic way of horror games. You know, it's like I watched Poppy's Poppy Playtime. I watched, of course,
you
FNAF.
Really want to say Playhouse?
He did one. It's called Faith, and it's like pixel art, so it's not like super crazy or anything.
I'm curious. Did he ever do Indigo Park?
No, I have not seen him do Indigo Park. Yeah, I don't know if he did
surprised.
or not. Yeah, me too.
That's a good one.
He's been doing a lot of life stuff too, so I don't really blame him.
That's fair.
But I just know that like there's nobody else I'm really watching play that. Please always be unrelated.
You got Dungeon Mesh playing in the background.
Works out, Nicole. Well, Nicole, then I'm saying that I'm very happy that you're just happy to watch us play games in the middle there.
Trigger really did pay attention to every detail, Pastry Puff. I gotta give them credit where credit is due.
Ugh, epic. No, Trigger did very well at Dungeon Meshi. I'm happy that that is the, you know, studio that did it. They really, really, really did do a good job. You know, they really did. They were faithful, but they added, you know, they kept, it was all good. They really brought it to life in a lovely way.
One of the best adaptations in recent memory.
Okay. I need your eyes, Grimoire. A lot of blue eyes in Tangle Tower, I will say.
There are. But they really pop against everything else.
I will say, I totally... This is interesting. I'm curious. I might do a comic corner on this. But basically, like, how to draw characters in your own style. So, like, the stylization of characters. Because that's, like, a very specific skill to learn how to do. And I only feel like I've recently managed to be pretty good at it. But, like, Detective Grimoire is nowhere near my fucking style. You know?
No, not even close.
Not at all.
And the fact you managed to adapt
Sally,
him,
but I'm pretty
really
happy
good.
that this feels like Grimoire, you know?
Like, it looks like Grimoire, it feels like Grimoire, but it's still clearly a piece by Ori.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. And I think that's very, same with Phoenix. Phoenix is obvious, and even though the Ace Attorney art style is much closer to my art style than this very cartoony one, you know, it is still obviously me drawing Phoenix, you know? Or like Paula Piroff has a very, you know, good style, and it is still obviously her drawing, but it's Phoenix, you know? It's recognizably Phoenix and Edgeworth, right? So it's just very interesting to sort of see how it goes.
I look at her style and I get like very squishy. Like her character's got that squash and stretch to them.
Yeah, it's definitely an animation style. But I will say she does a lot of detail in her non 4 animation stuff in the details of the suits. They all have pockets. They all have buttons and buttonholes, and you know, both their sleeves, their inner and their shirt and jacket. I'm gonna put it in the chat in the screen. It's easier this way. Let's fawn over one of my favorite artists, okay? And Ace Attorney. It's great. It's good shit.
Yes.
Okay.
It's never a bad time to do
It's
that.
very soft, but this is specifically not for animation. This is her just illustration. But look at all the detail on the suit, giving this pleat seam, giving this seam, giving this shoulder seam, you know, giving all the buttons with the buttonhole here as well. Again, up here with the shirt. Again, down the thing here, all of the pockets. You gave him a belt. You never fucking see Phoenix's belt. Okay, like look at these details, and it's not busy, right? I don't know who we were talking about. I think it was Allie, but it was talking about like how to make it more complex without being like busy or stuff, it's stuff like this, right? Phoenix has suit buttons. Technically, I don't think we usually see Edgeworth with suit sleeve buttons, but it's not a bad thing, right? He definitely has, look at all these buttons with the buttonhole, right? You see his sleeve button, right? You see the little thing of his shirt. You see his belt. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Look at that. Lovely. You know, their breast pocket. You can see they both have breast pockets, and it's important they're both on the left side. That's how suits work, okay? That's how suits are important. You see his pin, and his pin is in the boutonniere pinhole. See the little line? Look at that. Such detail. But not detail in the sense of like, because remember, there's always the problem where you can get too in the details, right? Details people will never see. And the difference here is that these are details you do see, right? If that makes sense. I don't know how to exactly explain it, but like
details that can realistically be there, like
and
they
matter.
are wearing suits, so it's easy to assume that there would be buttons, there would be pleats, there'd be pockets, even if they don't show up in the game sprites or the game art. We can still recognize, those
like,
would be there, and that makes sense.
I think it's a shadow, but yeah. So it's stuff like this. So you do want to zoom out. You know, you do want to zoom out. This is the full size of the image, but you can still see that little bit there. You know, you can still see all these things I pointed out from this distance. Those are details that matter. Details that don't matter are details that I can't see until I zoom up in here. You know, that's the difference. So honestly, a detail that might technically not super matter is Phoenix has this slight little extra blip blip here. Okay, it's good. I like it. But when you zoom fully out, you're not really seeing it. So that's more just personal flavor. And like, be my guest to put in any details that you want. You know, go ham. I'm not trying to say that. I'm saying that if they're stressing you out and you never finish anything, you know, back up. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Do as much as you want, as much as you enjoy. Don't stress about it if you don't enjoy it.
Have fun doing it.
Who are the three people? Which three people?
There's 3 people.
Hello, Nikaya. I mean, there's only 2 people here right now. Mars is the purple and red one, and I, Ori, am the pink and green one. Dylan is usually our third from the videos that you see. Welcome. And he is not here until Friday streams. He won't be this Friday, though, because he has graveyard shift, which is very sad.
But I certainly hear someone in the background over Discord.
That's Doug, not Dylan.
Okay.
Dylan is at graveyard shift right now, being a sad boy.
So sad.
Sad boy days. But, yes.
Sad boy days indeed.
I need to turn off my thingy. But yes, welcome.
Hopefully freedom is right around the corner.
Is it Nikaya? I hope I'm saying that correct. If it is not, please correct us, and I will remember. I'm good at that. I am good at the remembering part, I will say. I won't.
You can also tell us if you'd like what your pronouns are.
That I don't guarantee to remember, if I'm being honest.
We shall do our best.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, I usually just do they, because I really don't want to mess that up, and I can't read that off your thing every time.
I just realized maybe the third person in the middle is Grimoire.
Oh, this is Detective Grimoire.
Might be the 3 people.
He is the main character of a game called Tangled Tower, and a game series that involves detective-y things. They, them. I mean, that works. That works out, Nikaya, because I refer to everybody as they, them.
Works out real well.
Exactly. Mason, you're such a staple that at this point, I know the pronouns. I also know some other people's pronouns in chat, because I have looked at your Discord things to check. If you're a regular, I usually get to a point where I do check. But I will usually.
And then you are ingrained forever in our memories.
I will default to they.
What an honor.
As it means that 99% of the time it's not a bad thing. I love the Discord. Discord things are top tier. Our names are Ori, pink hair, and Mars. And then Grimoire. We love Grimoire. We're both she, her. That's the pronouns.
Mars, she, her, hers.
Oh, thank you, Nikaya. Welcome to the enclave, the crew. That's the word we use.
Welcome aboard.
You are a staple, Mason. Of course, Mason. I always look for your name when we stream.
Should we do a comic advertisement?
Oh, sure. Let's do a comic. Look, Nikaya, just for you, comic advertisement.
Let's do some advertising.
Especially because we're coming out of hiatus in just 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks.
Oh my God.
Less than 2 weeks. Yes.
Monday the 13th. Jesus Christ, it's so quick.
We have a comic. It is called Outcast. I'm not going to bring up the whole thing.
Outcast with an E.
Yes, with an E. You can read it on Webtoon. Let me actually get the correct thing. Here we go. Full screen without Dylan. You can read it on Webtoon. That's Outcast with an E. It has a... Where is it? Stranded on an island, researcher Hotsun Aram has no choice but to place his trust in a group of ragtag pirates and their eccentric Captain Milano to get home. But when it seems that another person may be on the island, it puts the pirates and Hotsun's research in jeopardy. It is now over, it is 38 official episodes of fully colored comic. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. Look at this. Oh
my goodness.
Wow. Ori is so good.
I love them so much.
Amazing.
Ori is the artist, a very good artist, as you can see.
Mars is the writer
for the comic.
There's also bonus content because we just did our first hiatus.
2020.
And we're coming out of hiatus in less than 2 weeks on the 13th. So not this Monday, but the next.
It is happening so
soon. Very happening. Oh,
Nicole, what if we can't read?
If you don't
Luckily,
like to read, there's a dub. It is on the Folding Planets YouTube channel, which has other stuff too, like cool animations, like one that just came out today, relating to the comic as well as also lore for
if you
our
are a Don fan. Check it out.
And lore for our PNG tuber avatars. That's where you can do the dub. Sadly, the dub is very far behind, or he's trying to get back on that horse, but, we're trying. We're trying.
We are trying, guys.
Is this okay for a 15-year-old? Yeah, I think Outcast's fine for a 15-year-old. There's no weird stuff going on.
Honestly,
it's young adult.
The hard-hitting stuff
it's right there, young adult.
Come up yet? I don't
think even the hard-hitting stuff is going to be not young adult, if I'm being... I feel like young adult is pretty solid for the rating. Not mature.
Yeah, I think
definitely young adult. It's not
we had a whole discussion about this when Webtoons started implementing that.
Yeah, Webtoons has a rating system now, so you can see it right there. This series rated young adult. There you go.
There we go.
So yeah, young adult. I mean, I would be surprised if you were alone, Nikaya.
I think you're in good company around here.
I think we're all chill. What is my brain saying? I've lost my thread. Yeah, so you can you can listen to the dub and watch it move a little bit on YouTube Folding Planets. And yeah, I think that's where we're at right now.
And you asked, how often do we live stream? So on Tuesdays, we stream 8 to 11. We have Comic Corner, where we talk specifically either about the comic, sometimes we just chat and chill, or we'll have a theme that night where we try to stay on topic and talk about something either writing or art related.
Yes.
Thursdays, as you could see, is making time. This is time for us to catch up on the things we need to do or stuff we want to do. Ori recently did a art lesson.
Yes.
That was very fun these last few weeks.
But next,
you can follow along with those
starting
if
next
you want.
week, I'm going to be rigging my VTuber model. So if
yes,
I think so.
Something to look forward to.
Yeah, I agree, enthuse, and also
hell yeah,
Dylan even more so, I believe.
Speaking of Dylan,
yes,
the last day we stream is Fridays from 8 to 10. Sometimes it varies, but those are our Ace Attorney nights where we play Ace Attorney or another detective mystery tangential game.
Yeah, it's either Ace Attorney related, or detective game related.
I think you just became Mason's favorite person.
Oh, snap. Yeah. So it's Saturdays for you. Saturday mornings for you. We actually
That
have
would be
one
Saturday
other
mornings.
Aussie in our chat that usually comes on Fridays.
We
Her
do.
name is Sarah. She's really epic as well. And if you'd like to join the Discord, Nakaya, that's where all the updates happen. Also, I don't if you're on Blue Sky, I also post the updates there, but usually I do try to schedule the streams on YouTube as well ahead of time. So all the updates should be in that information as well, if you don't want to join the Discord. But the Discord's a fun place.
It is a very fun place. We do trivia, we share art. There's a library for sharing writing. Lately, people have been helping me make decisions on what games to play and what books to read because I'm indecisive as hell. By the way, Mason, I'm going to take you up on your recommendation. I'm going to read the manga first.
Oh, we want to peep the VTuber model? We can peep the VTuber model, guys.
You want to peep it?
We can peep
okay.
the VTuber model. I need avatars. Me. I'm not opening the whole thing. We're opening the flat version. But this is the VTuber model. Her name is Cersei.
The one you told me to read because of the pretty girl on the front.
Yeah.
Call the name of the night.
The name of the night.
So that'll be my first read of 2025.
Yeah, so this is the model
again.
that I will be rigging. The first thing, starting next week, will be rigging her head to tilt left and right. And that is the goal. But yeah.
Consider this fun. In the lore. This is Ori's older sister.
I don't exactly know the lore, but Ori has multiple forms. One is Camden, one is Ori, there's Ori 2.0, and then there's Cersei. And Cersei is spelt this way, and not like Cersei from the Odyssey.
The musical. Tomato, tomato.
Tomato, tomato, indeed. But yes, I'm very excited. I'm also a little nervous.
What is on your VTuber's belt, Ori? Federico asks.
These are specifically pink Felco pruners. Felco is a very good brand of pruners specifically. They make something called bypass pruners, which is the best way to do it.
I shall be taking notes.
Yes, we love Felcos. I don't remember if I don't think they're not fully drawn, so they can't come out, but they can be like non-existent, if that makes sense. This is a separate asset from the other thing. Now, this other thing back here is one of my favorite ever gardening tools ever, and it is a Japanese-made gardening tool originally. It is called a hori hori, and literally the name hori hori comes from the onomatopoeia that Japan uses to dig. So when you dig, it's hori hori. That's the onomatopoeia for digging. It's basically like I'll get a true picture of it because I love it. It's honestly a fantastic tool. And I got one for my graduation gift from Dylan. A really nice one. Good. This is a good image. This is what a hori hori is. So it's got a straight thing, and this is sharp. So it's got a straight blade on one side, and it's got a serrated edge on the other side, but it is kind of scooped. Here's from the other side. This is what it looks like on the other side. So it has what it had. They always have this measurement on them, but it is kind of cupped. So you can use it to dig, but it's sharp like a spade. So you can also use it to cut like roots and things and cut wood to a certain extent, like branches and things, roughly. But it's really nice to dig in all kinds of soil because it does glide right through. And honestly, if you like to... It really can still cut. It can be defense there, Maze, definitely. They are sharp. But
yes, proceed with caution.
Indeed, yeah. But if you like to garden, I highly recommend one of these. There's a bunch of cheap ones, you don't have to get a really nice one like I have. I'm just a fucking plant nerd, so I got a nice one.
It's not like you studied that for your degree or anything.
Yeah, whatever. But they're very nice. Highly recommend. Really, really do love them. probably I learned about this when I did an internship at an arboretum, and the guy that I was working under, he had one, and he introduced me to them, and it was really cool. They're really epic. Oh, we do. I'm sorry, Nakaya. There is language in this community. We do all curse.
We do curse.
Mars on the less size, but I definitely curse.
Wait, I curse less than you?
I think so. Yeah, overall.
How
I think
many times have I
bleep you.
dropped F-bombs?
Yeah, no, you have, but I think I bleep you the least in Ace Attorney.
There's no way.
I don't know. That's a run the stats. No, I'm joking. Don't do that. That'd be a lot of work. That'd be a lot of work.
No,
Don't actually
don't
do that.
put yourself through that.
Don't actually do that, please.
Although honestly, knowing Enthuse, they might just do that for fun one day.
That's a lot of content. That's a lot of content. Woo! Glad to hear it, Nakaya.
Welcome.
Yeah, no, good Enthuse.
Good I don't know, Enthuse. I feel like you might in the future.
No. Please keep the self-preservation, Enthuse, please. Enthuse. So vibe, because there's multiple times recently in Ace Attorney, Mars and Dylan have gotten too comfortable by the fact that I am the editor in the videos, okay? Because, they say it so much.
Too comfortable.
I'm saying it wrong? How am I saying it? How do I say it?
What are we saying wrong?
I'm assuming I'm saying their name wrong. Nikia? I don't know how else I would say it. Please, I want to say it correctly.
Yes.
Even you have boundaries at the... No, honestly, vibe. But there's been so many times where Ori or Dylan will be like, I'm very, very sorry, but that is spelt the same way that I'm trying to read it. So I don't... Nikaya? I got it right the second time. So Nikia. All right, Nikia. Okay.
Nikia?
Okay. Got it. Unalive is the big one. Just for the YouTubes, apparently. I don't know. I mean, I accidentally said it multiple times during those things.
It was really hard not to, because you get into character.
Just get into it.
And
I'm just reading
you
it.
realize that a terms of service has gone
Yeah, it's
by,
fine,
you're like,
Nikia.
oh shit.
I want to pronounce it correctly. Just spelling it the same way I'm already pronouncing it wrong is like, I don't know. I don't know what the difference is.
Guess what, Ori? That's why IPA was invented.
Yes, but we're not taught IPA in school, Mars, as we should be, if I'm being completely honest.
I know.
Life
so
would
criminal.
be helpful. Life would be much more better.
Guys, I put my degree to good use. There is an IPA phonetic translation in
Can
that
you
Don art. That Don animation.
The 3 ways that Outcast is written in the Don animation? Because it's written 3 different ways. Because in the original Don opening, it's written in... What's our alphabet called? The Phoenician alphabet? I don't even know. It's written... Cyrillic alphabet? No, that's the Russian one. I don't know what our alphabet is called. There's a name for it. Is it Phoenician or is that an old one? In what context, Federico? Like I've said objection. Dylan and I joke about objection. Dylan has said objection in real life more.
It just says the Roman alphabet.
The Roman alphabet. Okay, Roman alphabet. So Outcast is... So the Don opening originally is written in the Roman alphabet. The Phoenician's the original alphabet? Okay. The Roman alphabet.
Oh, interesting.
Then kanji and one other way that I'm not sure what it is.
Wait, you wrote it in kanji?
No. The original Dandadan one is written in the Roman alphabet.
Like, no, you
kanji,
didn't. I did
and
not
then
provide you with that translation.
One other way, but I don't know what it is. One other alphabet. It looks different. And then so for us, we did the Roman alphabet, and then as Mars just pointed out, the phonetic alphabet. And now There's one more way. I don't think it's katakana, Mason, because it doesn't look like any other like characters I've ever seen.
You know what?
Oh,
I'll
of course,
actually
Nikia.
check. Let me see.
We love to make
I'll
a welcoming
check.
environment.
Let me pull it up.
The Dandadan opening? It's like weird. It's at the very
curious.
it's the last section of it before the last round of the animations.
Ooh, okay, I'll find it. I'll find it. Let's see. Dun 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 dun.
Yeah. No, it's not that katakana. The Melanoan. It is Enthuse. Yes. I wrote it in his scratch language.
You know what? I'm just gonna pull it up on Crunchyroll.
So Nikia, there is an anime. It's called Dandadan. It's originally a manga. It's very good. I'd say marginally age
15-year-olds
appropriate.
watch that.
Yeah, I'd say at this point in time, 15-year-olds, 9th grade, 10th grade.
Realm as Attack on Titan, maybe.
Yeah, I would say it's at the higher end of age appropriate, so you could watch it. It's very good, and it is a little.
It is incredible
at the beginning, but you know, and. Yeah, 9th grade. Yeah. So yeah, no, I got a Tumblr in 10th grade. I feel like we're kind of in the realm, and I was late on Tumblr, so you know. But it's an anime, and the opening of it is very aesthetically pleasing, in my opinion. And ooh, amazing.
Aesthetically pleasing, auditorily pleasing.
But
so
I really
good.
liked it so much that I wanted to do use our characters from our webcomic Outcast and do an homage to the opening.
Okay.
And so that's what we're talking about.
That's
you can watch it
katakana.
on our other YouTube channel, the Folding Planets YouTube channel.
What is this one? So I saw katakana go by.
Yeah.
That was definitely katakana in the original. English.
Yep.
Then it flashes after Momo. We got, it looks like 0.3 and then an N. I'm not sure what that is.
That's
that could be a reference
that's still
to something else.
No, it's just a different font.
Okay. This one is hiragana.
Is it? That's what that where it really flashes, where it looks like it's a book?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the one I did as the scratch language. That's
so
what
it looks like katakana, English, and then hiragana.
Okay, so there it is.
Which makes sense. It's a Japanese production.
Yeah. Mason, we've had 9th graders on here before. Ghost started being in our community as a No, 9th grade, Mason. 9th grade.
9th grade.
9th grade. No. Can't be younger than 13 on here. Don't do that.
You know, signing up with parents' permission and all that.
Even you can't be under 13 at all.
What was I doing? I was doing something. I don't remember what I was doing. Crap.
Easy mistake.
What the hell was I doing?
We are young adult. we are a young adult channel. Certainly. I feel very Tumblr, in my opinion, as a channel. If that makes any sense. Old Tumblr though. Old Tumblr though.
Definitely
like,
old
I still like Tumblr now.
Good days of Tumblr.
Yeah, back before the exodus, the Tumblr exodus. God.
What a time to be alive. I was doing something. What the hell was I doing?
I don't know. What the hell were you doing?
That's right. I was doing this.
Beautiful. If I get this thumbnail finished, there'll be another Tangled Tower video up for members. Yeah, I think my biggest thing with, like, when I'm releasing non-Ace Attorney videos, it's always like, I want to have all of the videos out before I start, like, all of the videos finished before I start releasing them, so they can just release on a schedule all the way to the end, and I don't have to worry about them again. However,
Mm.
Tangled Tower is like our longest one because I'm not doing Paradise Killer in any serialized fashion. I
feel like Paradise Killer should just be us running in circles with the Benny Hill theme playing in the background. Because that's what it felt like.
There is a possibility of a compilation, but definitely not serialized. And then everything else has been a single stream game so far. So I do hope to be a little more on top of ones like Cold Front and Eloquent Countenance and Married in Red and Star Apprentice. I do hope to get those out a lot sooner than a year and a half later. Tangled Tower.
Yeah. Well, Ori, in your defense, you wanted all the videos pre-updated avatars out before you release the next video with the updated avatars.
Yes, that is the current goal. But I could have been editing it this whole time. But yeah.
Well, Dawn to Dawn animation took priority.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it was a bad. I was a bad streamer, guys. I'm a bad content creator. I'm so not. I don't follow my own schedule.
Look at the amazing content we have today. I have watched it way too many times. I have watched it like
enthused
30 times now.
You get to watch Panic with those timed events. You get to watch me panic then again with Star Apprentice during the bullet hells.
That scream you heard when that monster showed up, that was genuine.
Yeah, it was,
that was incredibly genuine.
And that's one of the reasons why I want to do a compilation for Paradise Killer, solely because Cinder fucking jump scares me so bad. That one
was hilarious,
and I need it to be out so that people can see it. I will say, I feel like that one needs to live in posterity.
A good jump scare.
Oh my god.
I cannot believe you did not hear him sign on to
No. I can't hear him sign on. I've told you this before, Marth. When I am streaming, it turns me into streamer mode on Discord, and the reason for that is so that the sounds don't come through stream, right?
It makes a ton of sense.
Mason, I do
also results in the best jump scares.
I was gonna say that I do nothing else, and sadly, there's only one recorded Cinder jump scaring me montage. Usually I recognize him come on. I was just so into I was just so into the game, trying to figure out the game stuff.
Off her game that day.
I was off my game that time. But, thank you, Nikia. Mars, it didn't scare Mars. Mars knew he was there. But she's watching through stream a little bit and everything, and can hear him come on. Yeah. So
I could see his avatar pop up, but I was just like, I'm just going to be quiet and see how this plays out. And I was not disappointed.
Yeah, with streamer mode.
That was very entertaining.
None of the noises happen. So when Dylan disconnects on stream and things, I have to edit those in post. Because they don't come up. Specifically because you don't want them to come up. In a normal thing, you don't want to constantly hear people leaving and joining and whatever during a stream.
No one wants to hear ba-doop.
Yeah. So, it makes sense, but it does cause it to be a little whoop sometimes. But makes for good content.
It does.
This is
now,
Detective
my favorite
Grimoire.
One is when he leaves, when Old Bag is just going too far with the Edgeworth nicknames.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He's just like, nope, I'm done.
Nikia, this is Detective Grimoire in the middle here. He is the main character of Tangled Tower. Yes. Or if you're talking about these little guys down here.
Sally.
Talking about these little bros down here. These are our tea pets. Good night, Mason. And,
good night, Mason.
The parrot over here, Flair, he is representative of all chat. The rest of them are our highest tier YouTube channel members, the Angsty Adversaries. And we have Sly for Parry's Parry, the raccoon. We have Sten, who is a lizard for Dichotomy Games. And last but certainly not least, we have Cha-Cha, the Korean short-haired kitty for Nicole. Do we like Sailor Moon? I don't dislike Sailor Moon, Nikia, but I've never ever watched it. It is not an anime I have seen. I have
an interesting history with Sailor Moon.
Oh yeah? I don't really technically have opinions on it in the sense of like, it's cute, it's fun, magical girls are nice, but I've never actually seen it.
Tried watching it back in high school. I think I got to like episode 27 or something, or maybe even sooner than that. Maybe it was like 17 or something. I don't even remember. All I know is that it was the first iteration of Sailor Moon. So it was like classic 90s anime. And I was just like, yeah, these fight scenes aren't really doing it for me. And also it took 17 episodes for her to do a flip to escape the bad guy and actually fight back.
Oh, Jesus.
So I do respect Sailor Moon and what it does. The community it's created is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
I have friends who really love Sailor Moon, so I know they're into it. I just don't think it's really for me. Maybe the more updated versions are. Maybe the newer stuff that's out would catch my attention. I just know the 90s stuff was like very formulaic for me. And I was just like, yeah, I'm done.
I find there's a lot of shows that are like,
I did
this
really
was great
like Sailor Mercury though.
when I watched it
Sailor
younger.
Mercury.
And then it's like,
that's how I feel. I think I would like Sailor Moon if I had watched it like back when I was religiously watching the Pokemon anime.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
that was like between 7 and 8. I probably would have liked it. But like we're talking high school, so I was like, and it was the year I discovered anime in high school. So that was sophomore year. I think I was like 14, 15.
No, sophomore year of high
roughly?
school would be 16.
Was it
We were
13,
both
14?
16. We'll be 16. Sophomore year of high school is 16, Mars.
It's 16?
Yeah.
Dang. Okay. 16 then.
We literally just talked about how 15 is ninth grade. And we both don't.
No, you're right. You're right.
And we're both young for the year and then age to have our birthday during the year. So, like, it's 15, 16.
No, you're right. It would be 15, 16.
Yeah. Nope. That's also when I discovered anime. Not I, enthuse.
My senior.
No,
Wait,
you didn't.
Did I turn
we turned
my
18 in
year?
college.
We
My
turned 18
18th
in
birthday was
college.
in college.
That's right.
My parents specifically came to visit. Oh, don't say that, Nikia. But yeah, 18 in college. Yeah, because my parents made a big deal to come up because that's my birthday's at the last day of August. So for grade school, school hadn't started yet ever. School always started in September. So my birthday was never during the school year. However, when I went away to college, which I'm an only child, so my parents, my mom was very sad. She was like, "No, don't go, Ori." I don't think
it was
so.
18
enthuse.
in college.
I don't think that's slightly abnormal.
I don't think it's that abnormal.
I actually don't think it's that abnormal.
My last year of college, I turned 21, and that was fun.
I feel like more people... I don't know where the cutoff of, because the school year's weird. I'm not sure. Our favorite what?
Our favorite one, what?
Anime, character, year of school? I don't know.
Favorite year of school? I would say it's highly specific. Fall semester, senior year of college.
It's cutoff for school.
Nothing will top
in
that.
your state was September.
That was so good.
You mean like for grade? Because Mars is November, and it was definitely if you had your birthday in November, December, you would be still good. And Mars is younger than me month-wise, mathematically. So we're the same age, same year. So I think this cutoff would have to be January. I think it had... My friend had their Sweet 16 in January. And they're older than me? Is that... Because I was with Dylan at that time. No, that must have been their 18th birthday. So I think that if you're born... December of that year, you're good. And then everything after that, I think something like the cutoff there. Favorite year of school? God, I don't know. Does college count? I liked college a lot more than high school, I think, overall. As like a person.
I counted college. I said my senior year, fall semester to be specific. Spring kind of sucked a little bit.
I think spring semester sophomore year of college. That's pretty good. Interesting. I don't think we were that specific enthused, because I'm pretty sure it's like everybody in 1998 was in our year, no matter what day of the year, month of the year you were born. I think that's how it worked.
I'd ask like which state has this law, but I don't want you to dox yourself.
Yeah. Favorite color? Mine's pink. Always been pink. Will always be pink. That's apparently ingrained in my body.
You can't tell.
That's apparently just a part of my existence. Favorite
Purple
music?
Is my go-to color.
If I had to choose a specific favorite band, I love literally everything Set It Off has put out since the cinematic album. So that's
Honestly,
a lot of music.
Set It Off
so Set It
should
Off.
just be the soundtrack for Outkast.
Yeah, Set It Off is so good. I
It's
love
inspired so
Set It
many
Off.
songs,
But I've
so
also
many
enjoyed
characters, so many scenes.
like Fallout Boy and Panic at the Disco. I would say that my music taste is the blanket of alternative. That is a large blanket word, though, so I don't know. But alt music is what I would say 90% of my music falls into categorically. I also enjoy like musicals and stuff, though, as well. Ooh, nice.
Musicals and
Fellow
alternate,
pink
I feel
lover.
like.
Oh, and Pastry Puff likes purple. Look at that. We're 2 for 2. Enthuse! Purple or pink?
2 for 2. You gotta choose.
Yeah, I was definitely never I was definitely usually on the younger side, but I was definitely never the youngest.
Oh, favorite book? Tress of the Emerald Sea. Definitely Tress of the Emerald Sea.
That's a really good
so
book.
Good.
That's
so
a really
good
book. High recommends on that book, guys. Holy hell.
I pushed that book on Ori.
Yeah, and I binged that book real fast.
It.
Oh my god, that was a great book. Wow.
It's got pirates, it's got sailing on spore seas, it's got sci-fi,
really
it's got magic.
It's really good. Top tier.
And a strong female lead without being like what you think of
smart,
with
strong female lead. Yes. So good.
So good.
Your favorite color is pink? Nucky D's! Let's go! Woo!
Ooh.
Pinks are winning.
Purple is nice though. Well, I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, purple's good. Don't get me wrong. Look at my cup, but pink all the way.
Well, I gotta say, green is my second favorite. Look at my cup.
There you go, Matt.
I actually do really like green because it just reminds me of spring outside and fun times.
I like green with pink. I think if I had to pick a separate favorite color, it's probably yellow.
Ooh, that's interesting because I gotta choose orange. I feel like that's an underdog color.
Yeah, it is. I feel like there's a lot more bad oranges, you know? There's not really a lot of bad pinks. There's not really a lot of bad purples. But like, just like pink, green and orange, you can have like...
And there are bad yellows out there.
Yeah.
Like, you could have dandelion yellow, but then you can have like piss yellow.
Yeah, and you can have like, you know, forest green, but then you can also have like poop green. Puke green. Out. What's your favorite shade of orange, Mark? I like anywhere between creamsicle.
Sunset.
I love creamsicle. But also, do you put salmon in pink or orange? Salmon's a good color either way. I feel like it depends.
Salmon is in pink.
But salmon, the fish, is very orange.
Salmon the fish is orange, but salmon the crown is pink. You can't deny that.
Yeah, the crayon specifically is like very
if we're
pink.
talking about colors specifically, and I think of crayons when I think of color, I gotta go pink.
All right. Guys,
Also,
would you believe that Mars and I grew up
kids.
5 minutes from each other and we say crayon very differently?
It's wild.
And I don't know if you all picked up on it earlier, but I say horror very differently as well. And orange.
Orange.
Orange with an R.
Orange.
You're just gonna say that?
Orange.
Yeah. I will say
hard or.
Mars is, well, I'm the outlier when it comes, like, in our demographic from where we're from. We are not sisters.
No, we are
Nikia.
not sisters.
We are best friends.
Since middle school.
Yeah. But we live literally like a 5-minute drive down the road from each other, our childhood homes.
We used to. And then Ori had to leave.
I'm sorry. My job required it.
How could you do this to me?
Hey, you come over. We still get our anime days in. Not as often, but...
Sushi. Definitely sushi, Federico. Love sushi. Love fish.
I like sushi,
like the most.
The shape of food. I am not a big seafood person. Don't worry about it, Nikia. Nah, don't be bad about it. Honestly, at this point.
Throughout the course of my life, I've had so many people think I was the sister of somebody else. So I'm honestly used to it by this point. Literally in college. Okay, this was hilarious. I had a class with one of my friends. And what was so funny is she was like a head
yes, that's the way most people I know
me.
say it enthuse.
A head taller than me. And the face shape was entirely different. The face was different. The eyes were different. Everything was different. Except we both had glasses. We both had the same color hair, similar in length too. And we sat next to each other. So
People
teachers
love to
always
do that.
confused our names, even though we didn't look like. And I
Yes, I had that.
Because I was hanging out with her a couple days ago, and we were telling some friends about it. And we were like, yeah, I think they just went, yes, white brown-haired glasses girl must be the same person.
This is so funny.
We were laughing our asses off at that.
There was a girl that was in my from elementary school all the way through high school.
Everyone knows glasses are genetic. Look at Gregory Edgeworth.
Exactly. I mean, glasses are genetic. There's no question, but...
Oh, yeah, that's very true. No, everyone in my family has glasses.
We joke. I have one cousin that doesn't have glasses. And we're like, it's just a matter of time, man. Just a matter. They're like, he's like, no. And it's like, no, both your parents have glasses. Your uncle has glasses. Your aunt does, like, got LASIX. You know, it's like, you're gonna have glasses, my bro. I have your cousin me has glasses. You know, and he's like,
There's no escaping it.
There's no escaping it. But I was saying something before this. I blanked. Sushi related. Sushi related. I like the shape of sushi. I'm not a seafood fan. So I'll eat like avocado sushi or like sweet potato tempura sushi and all this sort of stuff. I love that. That's tough. Favorite fast food place is tough. I really like McDonald's fries. The fries specifically. I really like those.
I don't have a favorite fast food place, but I like individual things.
Yeah.
From each different place. So like if I can make my preferred meal, I just be like, pick from here, pick from here, pick from here.
I like McDonald's fries. Wendy's burgers are good. But I also do enjoy White Castles sometimes. I do not know what Culver's is.
I've never been to a White Castle.
Really, Mars?
Yeah. In all my years of being alive, I've never been to a White Castle.
Okay, wait, I'll back it up. No, because I like Chick-fil-A's frozen lemonade. And their waffle fries are good. But I would still take a Wendy's burger over anything else at Chick-fil-A. We'll say.
It's one of those things where it's like, if there's no other option, I'll like cave and go to Chick-fil-A. But honestly, half the time the Chick-fil-A near us has a line going around the restaurant and out the street for the drive-thru. Like, you're not getting anywhere near it. And to be frank, I don't understand the obsession.
Sorry, Dylan just finally watched the animation. He was at work when I finished it.
Oh, nice! What do you think?
Well, so he says in all caps, "It's awesome! You are so good at that. OMG, looks like you hired someone in the biz."
Nice! Oh, that is the highest compliment.
What is a Chick-fil-A? A Chick-fil-A is a chicken fast food place.
Yeah.
They're a little sus, but at this point, what you're gonna do about life? And
Every place is sus.
yeah, that's like saying like, oh, I won't eat from Nestle's. It's like, what do you eat then, sir, ma'am?
Yeah.
What do you
It's
eat?
like, good luck.
But
how do you participate in society when everything sucks?
Indeed. It's not like KFC because it's not like country fried solely. They have a lot more grilled options, and it's not like the buckets of stuff. It's a very different vibe. I would say it's more like chicken sandwiches, right? And it is fried chicken, but chicken sandwiches, not really other parts of the chicken, right? So it's much more like if McDonald's was a chicken restaurant only, and then they only served actually good pieces of chicken, so not like nuggets, like McDonald's nuggets, like real chicken piece nuggets, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Not chicken
they'd be
meal
more
nuggets.
like popcorn chicken and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I always get the grilled nuggets, which is literally just small pieces of grilled chicken. You know, like it's not. It's good stuff. That sounds epic, Enthuse. I'm a little upset. I have to look up exactly where the Great Lakes region involves, because like I could be part of the Great Lakes region depending on where. Obviously not down here, but like
who lives near the Great Lakes region. I'll have to ask her if she's heard of this one.
But like when I went to college, yeah, when I went to college, I should have been close enough. Technically, the whole state is part of the Great Lakes region. Now I have to look up this.
We have been friends since middle school.
I'm gonna look up a Culver's locator. If there is one fucking near me, I will fucking try this, Enthuse. Like, don't test me. No, there's no restaurants near here.
Oh.
Cries. Alright,
I guess
well,
it just wasn't meant to be.
I know next time I'm going on a road trip in the Great Lakes area.
Put it on your list. Put it on the sightseeing list.
Can I see my site map, please? I want the site map, not menu.
Okay, I am proud of how many panels I got done tonight. Dun da dun dun da dun dun da dun dun da dun dun da dun.
Search this area, yes.
Guys, can you tell I got brain rot? So bad.
It's not showing me up anything, Enthuse.
Can you tell I went back to work today?
Alright, I'll have to figure that out another time. Ooh, epic pastry puff. So, yes, what is...
Ooh.
So, yeah, from... Was it 6th grade or was it 7th grade? I think it must have been 6th grade.
Say 6th grade, because you had a group of friends and then I had a group of friends. One of them got to know each other and then they introduced us, so our group became like blended.
Yeah, but
And then
my
people
big
started
thing...
dropping off.
The big thing I remember is that I ended up having lunch with you guys, but for some reason didn't have lunch with the other friend, which I don't know why that would have been.
Because remember they split us up into the 2 lunch rooms.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
That's what it was. Into different lunch rooms.
That was it. Oh, wow, core memory unlocked. Jesus fuck, I forgot about that. I forgot about you had to be in the north or the south lunchroom.
Lunchroom B?
How long have we been doing YouTube for? We just celebrated our 2nd year anniversary, right? Or when
I believe so.
We're going to celebrate our 2nd year of
Outcast.
And yeah, this will be, so 2 years. Color. 2 years of YouTube, because this would have been our 2nd one, because our first one was the updated avatars. So 2 years of YouTube. All right,
which is crazy.
What did you find out about yourself?
Yes, do tell.
Look at this. Yeah, vibes. I mean, that's such vibes, Pastry Puff.
There's an app called Cause Planner.
Very, very loose. That's what you gotta do, you know? That's what happened to me too. I kind of had a moment. Oh, these are so cute though. This is all Witch's Heart? Yeah. Ooh, I recognize one of them. Look at him.
Ooh.
I don't know what was personal.
I'm liking the
Nikia.
surrealness of this.
I'm glad we're fun, Nikia. I don't know what you asked that you thought would be personal. But if we feel it's too personal, we just won't answer. So, I don't really have a...
Yeah.
We'll say,
We
nope.
don't really call it out if we feel it's too personal. We just kind of slide.
No, we've told the story of how we've, like, come to know each other.
Oh, yeah.
Many a times. But very nice pastry puff. Look at you. Art leveling up. That's my favorite thing to do. Art level ups.
Oh, so fun.
Yeah, and I will say,
up?
pastry puff, I don't know why, but I agree. Fan art's where it fucking comes out. I don't know.
I gotta say, Trigun unlocked something in you. Tri-Stamp unlocked something in you.
It did. Yes, indeed. No. Thank you, Enthuse. I stopped looking at the time usually.
Ori, Oaten's eyes are fucking huge in this entry.
You gotta send me a screenshot.
Of Oaten's eyes?
Yeah, which one are you talking about?
Like, all of them.
Oh,
they are
really?
massive.
Well, I'll see that when I do it and fix it if I feel like it.
Oh. I think it was too personal, Nikia. Because, like, that's YouTube. That's our platform.
Yeah. We celebrate years and things like that. All that sort of stuff. Yes.
We're going to celebrate Outcast's anniversary soon.
Yes. So we do have an anniversary coming up. Dylan gave me an interesting idea. I'll have to tell you about it, Mars, on our next business meeting. But we do have our Outcast comes out of hiatus.
Forget it before the next business meeting.
I won't. And then at the end, I wrote it down. And then at the end of the month, we have our comic year 2, which is crazy, wild to think about.
Nuts.
And yeah,
we're gonna finish season 1, possibly.
Yeah, well, not that fast. Chill it down. I meant to answer Mason's question, but she left before earlier.
We'll have to catch her next time.
Outcast the comic, Nikia, with an E at the end. That's what the comic is. And so yeah, we'll have our next anniversary. Alrighty, well,
and
thank you all
games and stuff
to coming on stream. This is not the right thing. This is the right thing. Thank you all for coming, and we love answering questions and stuff.
Thank you for choosing to spend your evenings or your days like this.
We do streams like this. We do this kind of stream. Usually I will be rigging the VTuber avatar starting next Thursday. We do more streams like this, usually Tuesdays, where we're working on the comic. Usually we have a topic to talk about, but we're always talking about whatever you want to talk about in chat. We love being derailed.
Answering
Tuesdays is the biggest time for that.
The process.
Yep. Tomorrow is Pass to Smash, Ace Attorney. So get your votes in now in the Discord if you're in the Discord. Yes, thanks to our lovely YouTube channel members, Angsty Adversaries and Doofus Detectives. If you join, now is the best time to join as a member in the Psychic Sidekick tier or Angsty Adversary tier, because all these Tangled Tower videos are going to be out as soon as they're finished, which will be significantly before they're released to the public. So if you want to start watching them now, this is your time to do that.
And be ahead of the game.
Be ahead of the game. Otherwise, thank you all for coming. We hope to see you all tomorrow and see who tomorrow's victim will be for Pass the Smash. All right.
Victim? I mean, if they turn into a Smash, that seems like a pretty good thing. Who will be the chosen one?
Who will be the chosen one? The blessed one. All right. Have a great night, guys. Have a lovely Friday, and we hope to see you tomorrow. Or Saturday for our other side of the world peeps. Good night.
Yes. Good night, everybody. Take